examination. There's what they call politicking. Politics is about you trying to win people to your side by presenting your strong opinions or your strong arguments. Some of the arguments are already conversing, but why are you doing it in a way that will alienate others and destroy the momentum? Oh, yes, there's a South-South sentiment, it's a Southern tone, and that's even PDP's calendar, going by the way. Okay, let's say you are presenting your sentiment, but why can't you advance this force in a way that you are not denigrating or destroying the coalition, the alliance? We've seen people on the TL saying Atiku is a thief. Atiku has done that. Oh, Atiku, after my life, is there something you left in Aso Rock? There's no politics without politicking. It's a game of number, it's a game of interest. It's a game of you trying to win and present your strong opinions. Obi said, presented a proposal to the coalition, and I told them this is what I want to do. But please, don't dictate to these people. Don't put them on a tight corner. Don't make them feel alienated. Because let me shock you. At the end of the day, if they become proud, I don't think they will even be proud to give Obi a ticket. PC block, El-Rufai and all that you demonize, and you forget that you are playing politics. The same politics that is making a Vance as a deputy to a Trump, people that were parallel in terms of policy and everything for the longest of time. By the time you destroy this coalition, and now you're being or nothing as the ticket of the coalition. If that is what you want, and they give it to him because you bullied your way into it, and instead of negotiating, and this person say, after all, make it just go, and they become disinterested. That is you standing alone again. Because after all, these persons can afford to just allow Tinubu to do another 4 years. So the power will take to the north. And then there can be another coalition. Some can decide to, okay, Tinubu finish your tenure, then we'll do another coalition. And that will take presidency to the north for another 8 years. So what happens to your Peter Obi? If you're not being smart about it, then what happens to your new Nigeria is possible, the dreams you have for an egalitarian society? What happens to it? Why are we not smart? Why are you guys not smart about this? Atiku is not your enemy. Atiku was the one who exposed Tinubu's Chicago. He took a lawyer. Tinubu said it was going to cause irreparable damage to him. You've forgotten the laws of power. The enemy of your enemy is your friend. What Atiku did, Atiku was in government when? 1999 when? How many years ago? So the persons in government, you're not even calling out the corruption going on now. You are not seeing APC again now, obedient. So you're not seeing, you just want to get your man there, not seeing what's going on around you anymore. It doesn't matter anymore. APC can continue as long as it's not Peter Obi. I still appeal in rounding up that in all of these things we are doing, you should remember that the life of an average Nigerian, not the one living in Amsterdam, living in Australia, or the one in New York, the life of an average Nigerian right now has deteriorated even far worse than when Buhari handed over in 2023. And these are the persons you will have to rescue and find how to put the country on a certain step first. We don't even have a base. We are building. You can't have your Eldorado utopia right now. Why don't we get it right first? Because let me tell you, without a coalition of opposition, your Peter Obi will never be president of this country in this democratic setting and climate. Because you cannot protect your votes. Just one gunshot on election day, you will scupper for safety. You can't hold on to your ground. I've not seen anything that the obedient movement is doing or proposing that will protect your vote. We are just on spaces doing like and repost and just trying to occupy space. Let's go into this thing smart. Politics is not a moral game. These are persons from different backgrounds, different. But why don't you get in and negotiate and present and look for a way to infiltrate them and present your candidate and sell him in a way that when he emerges, everybody will say, let's work with him. People will not say, okay, let's just let him go and fail. And they regroup and do another coalition in 2031, where your candidate will not even matter anymore. You cannot have these arguments of South-South. Then to be the not for 8 years, so people will be out. Aid.
Yeah, attitude. Yeah, whenever you speak, I feel edified. Yeah, words of wisdom. To be honest, like I know they talk that much again because people like you are here to talk. You understand? Because I mean, they'll still call you an article boy, but for people that don't know attitude, attitude is one of the hardliner obedience. Okay, but the difference between him and the Obi or nothing, I mean, maybe he just opened he just opened up his mind this time, yeah, and understand. Okay, Obi is a fantastic candidate, but it means nothing if it doesn't get into power. And this coalition presents a way of hope and opportunity for him to do that. Like Obi chances of getting into power through this coalition is higher than when he runs alone. I know that, you know that. So why are you giving condition? Why are you being militant about your stance? That you are, I mean, no other, this is you, this or nothing. Okay, like the name implied, Obi or nothing. So I mean, like you are open to having nothing. So let us not waste each other's time. Don't waste my time. I will not waste your time. Go and run alone now. Because we don't like. Here's the thing: like you don't want to contest in the primaries at all, whether free or unfair. You want consensus. It doesn't even make sense to me, to be honest. So after they give you consensus, Bola Ahmed Tinubu should give you consensus again because you wouldn't want to compete in the general election either, right? In fact, here's the thing: I don't want consensus. Yeah, you know why? As a party member, I have every right to vote for the flag bearer of my party. Nobody will circumvent me. Nobody will bypass me to produce any candidate. I must have my say on the direct primary election. That's a democracy. That should be what democracy is about. A government for the people, by the people, and of the people. Right? Consensus, if you do consensus, what if you produce consensus where we say, I don't have a say? My voice was not heard. Okay, a couple of party executive come together and say, okay, consensus. No, my rights as a party man has been infringed on. I don't want consensus. So I can make a very beautiful argument against that consensus one at the final. I'm a party man. I must have my voice, my say on who become my flag bearer, my presidential flag bearer. Because I'm a citizen. Will not take my citizenship right away from me. Never. But anyways, I will not do this. Hold on, please. Hold on. I'm not going to do this forever. Like to come immediate people that are hell-bent on destroying what people are building. Because this is like becoming a full-time job. If you guys want me to be coming here to pacify and mediate and persuade Obi or nothing, an article or nothing, then you can as well put me on the salary. I know it's a full-time job. I will leave my full-time job. But this thing is like a full-time job now. Maybe I'll just lie low. After primary, I'll go come support coalition because I have committed on supporting coalition. And yeah, they said that a man is as good as his word. So if I've given my word to support coalition, I will support coalition either ways, no matter how this coalition turns out at the end of the day. But anyways, attitude, history will be kind to you. Thank you. Okay, let's go to Jay. I see you. Only I see you. Okay, Kolade. Kolade, go for it. I don't see you. I see you. No vex. But I don't know. Okay. Let me take the cue this way.
Like this you did.
Oh yeah. Wait. How the queue be? I beg. Who know who confess? Make I no jump.
Comrade, now what for you?
My hand don't dey up before.
Oh, so now okay, more now. Who confess between? I mean, no for now.
Amara,
are you walking from the other space?
Wait. Make I hear Jay. Make I hear Jay. Because I'm honest person. Kolade, hold on. Jay, who confess?
Why you say make I hold on? I came first.
Hold on. Yeah, Amara is going next.
Okay. Obi, now you talk. Okay, Amara, go now. Kolade, you see, you want to bypass Q.
No, I'm not bypassing the Nick. You called me and I know I came before Amara. So, but you can go.
Shouting.
I believe say Kolade come before Amara, but yeah.
No.
I came before him.
I believe
Amara came before you. That I know, but it's no problem. It's no problem. You can go.
Kolade, you can go. No problem. Go on. I've been on this.
No, I'm serious. There's no worries. No worries.
But it's fine.
Oh, okay. Go. I'll go after you.
You should assign numbers to us.
Comrade, honestly, you're not doing your job. You're not doing your job at all.
So
And
make
in
I
this
you
coalition,
know
you're
they
not
hear
even
say I
doing
don't
a
try to
wonderful
mediate now.
job.
Obi or not, article or nothing.
No.
Are you? Am
You need
I?
to
Are
do
you?
your,
Did
you
you
need to
put
do
me on
better.
camera?
Hello,
Listen,
please.
listen. I will admonish you
I
here
know Allah.
in front of everyone. You have to have your pen and paper, or you have a laptop in front of you. People use name or do a screenshot. Use your hand and write on them. I'm not joking. You know, when you say people you're having an office and you are not organized, what kind of office are you running? That's why Nigeria is like this. We're talking about coalition. Some people are just shouting Obi or not, Obi or not. As if it's only Obi that is going to. We have how many zones in Nigeria? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 of them. And in this coalition, you have Northwest, 1, 2, 3 of them. You have North Central, 2. We have only South 1 person. No, South is one person. So when you are organizing delegates to go for this coalition, we need to be organized so that when we are doing this coalition, we not have people come from APC and make decisions for us in ADC using PDP. The window Wike has opened at the back of the house because no one is seeing that one. Everybody is just quiet, shouting here will be or nothing. That guy, Wike, has opened the back door through PDP. Now, PDP is in this coalition. And I know some of these boys understand what is happening. And that's why the likes of Ayo will come every morning, 6 o'clock, open a space, he jumps here and jumps there. We all know what he's trying to do. He's working for APC. He's working for APC. Tinubu is creating Trojan horses everywhere through all these PDP boys.
Amara.
Well, for the ones that are obedient, please, I beg you, tone down your rhetoric, Obi or nothing. We are working together. We are working together. In this coalition, you only have Obi there. In this coalition, there's only one person in Southeast, one person in South-South. Southwest has the highest number of people in this coalition. There are 3 of them. If you want me to mention them, I mention them here. Erufai is one of them. Aminu Tambuwal is one of them. Baba Dati is one of them. That's 3 of them. We have Aregbe Shola, one person from Southwest. David Mark, North Central, one person. There are 2 people. And Gabriel Siswan, there are 2 of them. Atiku Abubakar, one person from Northeast. These people are going to form delegates. They are going to have delegates come from these zones. Are you not seeing that Northwest has a stronger influence in this coalition? What are we doing? We need to be very careful in whatever we're doing. And obedience, please. If it's Obi or not, don't say it like you're imposing it on anybody. Please work with everybody that is in this coalition so that we achieve a very good handshake across board. Everybody shaking hands. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Take this one. You are going to handle this. We know you're doing well. In the last dispensation, you did this and that. We've seen your record. Take this. That's how we're going to work. There's nobody that is coming here to come and tell anybody you're not valid. That is where I'm standing now. I'm with obedience. But please, stop this Obi or nothing. Focus on working together to bring Obi out as the presidential candidate for ADC. That's what we are saying. All this on a thing when I do, and I go start this thing. And for those of us looking for respect, forget about respect here. We know they do respect something. We'll work on fact. And I'm telling my people, please tone down this Obi or nothing. Some of us just came here to cause confusion. I don't know if you're working for PDP when you're saying Obi or nothing. Some of you are beginning to sound like you're working for APC rather. Sorry, not PDP. You're working for APC. From the way you talk, you're just like acting like you're Trojan horse. I don't even trust you people anymore. I'm coming to space and hear someone say Obi or nothing. I think you're APC because you're not working together with everyone that is in the coalition. Please tone down this thing. Make people not go vex, live on her. Make on a chop the far away there for the jungle. Make everybody rest. That's my submission. This coalition, we need to be very careful the way we talk.
Amara, thank you very much. I mean, you should be speaking more often on spaces because you should be speaking more often because coalition will never even last 1 week. They don't want scatter. Anyways, like I think everybody tone down the rhetorics because once this whole thing divide, like me, I'm even getting exhausted by now. To talk more of the direct victim of all this rhetorics.
No, you will not get exhausted because we are launching a campaign next week. Let me just announce it.
But man, people are more interested in doing Obi or nothing than campaigning for their candidate, right? And that's the problem there.
No, they will get a serious clap back tomorrow. All of them, let them mobilize to next week. we will separate everybody.
Are we moving the mic or not?
Hold on, Kolade.
Kolade, please. Next week, everybody will stand. Like I already know that Kolade is Obi or nothing. So we will harvest all of them one side and then face all of them. They will now come out because we'll come out full force for everybody. Because what you guys are doing, it does not make sense. In no form. We can't be intimidating and bullying other people in the name that we want our candidate when we're not telling them anything. We'll go about demonizing other candidates. At the end of the day, what do we have? At the end of the day, we'll end up with Tinubu. APC people are clapping for you. Like, when did we fall this low that we don't understand that whenever APC is supporting you people, that there is something wrong? Go to the timeline, go to my timeline, you see tagging from APC are clapping for Ayo. They will accuse you that I collect money from Atiku. Like from where to where? But it's okay. Is that what you people want to hear? We are mole. Of course, everybody is a mole. Very soon now, we will find out who is actually the mole. Comrade, nobody is backing down. Next week, I will dedicate next week for this thing. I will hold space from morning till night. We will do that thing they are looking for. Because at the end of the day, you people will end up putting this man in a position where he will not make any decision that is meaningful, and they will blacklist him. If you have a pathway to win this election without the coalition, come and tell us. Because what you are doing does not look like a coalition. If you have a pathway, how you will win it, defend the vote and everything, come here and tell me, I will follow you. But if not, if you want to be in the coalition, you have to respect boundaries. This is a new marriage. Do not break bottle in a new marriage. It's supposed to be rosy, kissy. But look at what you people are doing. Every time, everybody will come out and tell you, oh, Atiku is this, Atiku is that. Everybody is bad. The only person that is good is P2B. But at the same time, you are banking on those criminals to help you deliver him in the north. Like those criminals are. Have you seen a foolish criminal before? I don't understand this nonsense we do every day. Like we call it, we are political scent. If Obi is a political scent, he should just come back tomorrow and tell us, or this evening and tell us that I am not for coalition, so that I will face him knowing that he's one of the enemies. Obi lost the election in the north. He can call it rigging, call it whatever you want to call it, but Obi is not an answer. And we cannot demonize northerners. We will never do that. So anybody that is doing it is the enemy of this coalition, and that person is a paid agent of Tinubu. If you want to support Tinubu, come out and support Tinubu. Don't wait for coalition to do one thing or the other, or whatever you people are trying to make it look like here. Obi will win. Yes. Obi is good. Yes. We will want Obi. Yes. But when you tell people that if you are not giving us Obi, then you're on your own, they can tell you the same thing, because whenever you tell somebody, leave my house, you say two things. I will not come to your house, you will not come to my house. So if you say, if it's not Obi or nothing, what it simply means is that if it is Obi, no support. The last one you did, I know how everybody was on Twitter timeline tweeting, oh, they don't finish us, oh, they don't finish us. We that were in Lagos suffered in the hands of these people when this man is not a president. Today he's the president. He commands every arm of this country, and you people are playing this schoolboy politics. Nah, I don't understand this, and people call it being a saint, or being like no iota of diplomacy, no sense of unity. Every morning, people just come, gather themselves, repeat the same old tired rhetorics of Obi or nothing. Like, where have you seen that kind of nonsense? And they will tell you that Atiku people, they will tell you that Tinubu said it, him or this thing, this one, that one, that one. Make your case. It's not what Obi told us that you people are doing, and nobody is more obedient than any other person. All those people that are calling themselves obedient was simply because we are listening to you. And we can organize our own people and scatter this whole thing. Nobody, even in the obedience self, you fall back, we will scatter it. Anytime you put anything, we will continue to open account until we demonize you people, that you people will not get one single contribution, because I feel it is maybe it's contribution that people are looking at. Otherwise, tell me why people will be behaving the way they're behaving. We are not mobilizing our people. We're not running our people to come and support the coalition so that, that will be that you want, you will put him in position. No, we will not do that. What are we doing? We'll just come here, bring out every candidate, call him evil. When people will want to talk about El-Rufai, you will say El-Rufai and this nonsense. You say all kinds of nonsense about El-Rufai, but Obi is holding his hand like his girlfriend. But you people will find it very easy to demonize him. Has he ever seen Obi demonize any of them? You people claim to be a student of Obi, but you people are not behaving like Obi. You people claim to be a student of. Every day people are coming here making noise. Please, you people should stop this madness. So it's getting out of hand, though.
Yeah.
I don't want to start insulting anybody, because I will start insulting people, both in their timeline. The worst you can do is to block me. And you block me, I'll open another account and continue to follow you.
Yeah, Mala. Thank you. So, the thing is, to move mad is sweet. Like, there's this sense of freshness when you move mad. Yeah. So, some people don't try. Okay, let this thing work. They are not moving mad. So when you're at some point, like, if everybody want to move mad, like, I think I will enjoy moving mad in this whole coalition. Yeah, we will scatter everything. Yeah. In fact, like, everybody don't, when you say Obi or not, it means the nothing there and make Tinubu continue. In fact, people they don't even say, okay, Tinubu can continue. Then when the Tinubu finally continue, I don't want to sit here on timeline. Yeah, so I mean, like, make everybody careful what they ask for, to be honest. Like, okay. Color, go ahead.
Okay. Thank you so much. Morning. Thank you so much, hosts. Comrade, my brother, the snake oil seller. God bless you. I see all your hard work to try and make in quotes our great party, to try and make things work, to try and let peace reign. Okay, God bless you for all you do. Okay, so this is it for me, and I'm going to be very blunt here. I think at times some of us that thinks that, as in some of us, add to the problem rather than solving the problem. We escalate rather than de-escalate. And why am I saying this? We are cool to come and say, obedient this, obedient that, oh, they did this, they did that. In one word, when we came together, okay, I, as a person, I've always said these people should go and negotiate. Okay. Obi came to say, oh, you know what? I will do only 4 years if given the opportunity. Meaning, I've 8 years, no. Meaning, okay, they can choose any vice they want for him. As in, said that he is in the coalition and said people should support and join the coalition, that he is in it and he will work for the coalition. Did all that. Okay, his supporters came up, were happy, blah, blah, begin to join this party. This same party that we are saying, they won't join, they won't support their candidate. They are already joining in droves. They are already joining. And now, just of a sudden, people from Atiku camp are the problem we are having, because they think they are smart when they are not. When we are trying to de-escalate, they escalated issues, they escalated matters, and they begin to use words like, go and tell your principal to go to do this, to do that. Rather than them like promote this thing in peace. Let them promote their candidates in peace. But they didn't do that. They were practically throwing tantrum online, believing that they own, in quote, our party, believing that the party belongs to them, and behaving like the party belongs to them. Again, I will say, and I want to ask everybody here, in the spirit of all these people coming together, what is Baba Atiku, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, what has he compromised on? What has he compromised on? You're just saying they should go and do primaries. Let me tell you one thing you guys don't know. People can, in politics, people can campaign whichever way they want. The MAGA is a strategy and it worked here in the US. So if you have people who are radical who are telling you this or nothing, it's a way of campaigning for them within the same our own party. It doesn't mean that we win. It doesn't mean that we won't win. And it doesn't translate to say that they are saying that to say Tinubu should continue. They are saying Obi or nothing within our party structure. And that is the way they are doing their own. So whether if anybody wants to be radicalized, wants to join them, he joins them. If they win, they win. If they don't win, they don't win. So why are we triggered about what they are saying or not saying? And we begin to now tie it to like they are against the North, they are fighting every side, they are fighting Tinubu, they are not fighting anybody in the North. Okay? Because that Baba man was from the North. They are ready to work with everybody. They already started saying, oh, Obi Erufai, Obi Erufai. Give them anybody and see whether they will work with or not. The problem we're having and we should face, if we want to face fact, let us face fact. If we want to speak truth, let us speak truth. Let the article guys, Ima is on this place. Ima should come and tell me right now what article has compromised. What has he compromised? Did he ever tell anybody that he's going to do 4 years? No. You won't see where he says such in the public. What has he compromised? He hasn't compromised anything, and you just think everybody's a fool that will just go by what he's saying. And for my brothers who are within the whatever, we are all in the same camp. We are all within the same party. But it is the way you throw it out is the way you collect it. What you saw on the TL yesterday was a reaction to, in quote, my people from the article camp who believe or who thinks that they are smart. Comrade, again, I respect and I support your peace mission. But sincerely, the way things are looking, I don't think we are ready. Because we are seeing things from two opposite sides. A group of people is seeing it like, oh, this is an opportunity for us to do what? To use them to achieve our own goal. The other group is seeing it from like, oh, these people want to use us and we are going to resist it. That's the way we are seeing things. Everybody is just pretending like everything is labalu. Well, God bless us. Like, let me just yield right there. When we are ready to talk truth, they should come up and let us know. Thank you.
Okay, Kolade, yeah, thank you, Kolade. So I like to be
Comrade,
fair.
will it be nice for me
beg,
because he called
Emma,
me
I'll
a
let you
name.
go. Let me just say something. Yeah, Kolade. Yeah, if I ask the PDP guys and the supporter of Obi, right, or the article or nothing, of course, and the Obi or nothing, guys. Okay, let us go into a direct primaries. Direct primaries gives no one advantage. It's a level playing field. Yeah, it is more likely than not that the article guy goes support them. So let's go. Yeah, but the die-hard Obi person go say no, and that is why, like, if I don't like equalizing everything. Eh? Most systems, no two systems. Most systems are never equal, right? So in this case, yeah, on a scale of probability, the issue is more likely than not to be. To be more on the obedient side. To be honest, okay, because why will anybody refuse a direct primaries?
Comrade, that is not for you now. That is not for you. Ask Atiku, have they agreed with direct primaries that you are clamoring for? Have they agreed to it? One. Number two, has Atiku told anybody he's going to do 4 years? And why don't you ask that question? If given the opportunity, is he willing to do 4 years? Have you asked him?
Comrade, please, can I speak?
Go ahead, man.
Thank you. Comrade, thank you so much. I greet Oyindika, I greet my brother Malam, my wonderful brother Ifi. I've listened to
Emma, I beg,
yes.
Do me a favor, yeah.
Go
You
ahead.
just try and make time good because we jump a lot of queue. Yeah, and I just say Kolade call you. Now I let you speak.
No problem. I won't waste time. So, number one, Kolade said direct primaries. Kolade, let me put it here to you today that I do not think Atiku will be scared of direct primaries. If you want Atiku to do direct primaries, many people do not understand what direct primaries is. It's more or less like a mini election. So, you saying direct primaries is good. I tweeted it that I personally want direct primaries so that this whole conversation of people thinking people are collecting dollars from somewhere to vote, that conversation will end. On the second one of Atiku saying whether he will do 110, I'm surprised you are saying this because the conversation that has been going everywhere is the fact, maybe because Atiku has not come out to say it, and he hasn't had any interview, in recent times. So probably maybe in the next few weeks, he'll probably grant an interview, and that conversation and that question will be asked. But I'm aware.
Emma,
Yes,
1
go
minute,
ahead.
please. Kolade, Emma don't agree to a direct primary. Yeah? Will you agree to a direct primary in that same manner now?
I'm very, very 100%.
No, Emma,
Comrade,
I'm talking to Kolade.
comrade, I'm not against a direct primaries. You should understand that. What I'm saying is they should write this in clear terms so that everybody knows what
But let
exactly
me,
the plan is.
comrade, let me so that
Okay, Kolade, I got that. Emma, continue.
Thank you. You see, it's surprising that a lot of people come on the timeline, say so much without saying nothing. And this is not an insult, because it's annoying that a lot of people still don't understand the political process in this country. Maybe, comrades, maybe you probably need to do a series of education on the political process, party political process, because a lot of people don't still understand these things. Now, let me explain, because I'm taking my time to explain these things. ADC, as of today, is like a newborn baby. It's like a fresh party. You do not have and I listened to someone the other day saying, I've forgotten the person's name. He was saying that, there's statutory delegate. No, sir. That was why during the last primaries, because there were no statutory delegates, the dynamics changed. The last National Assembly, the 9th National Assembly, removed that. I heard the 10th National Assembly is trying to bring that back. But as of today, there is no statutory delegate. It is only delegate by voting. You will go to your ward, you will buy form for delegates. They will vote for you if you want to be delegate. That is the indirect primary. Now, for direct primary, you go to your ward, you register, become a member of that political party. Make sure your name is in the register of that political party, because it is the name that is on that register that will be allowed to vote. But I realize that a lot of people do not even understand the process. And this is why I'm shouting now. If you so love your preferred candidate, go back and register. There is no online. The online register is fake. The National Public Secretary will be issuing a statement.
Can you hear that again, comrade? Can you hear this again?
Let me finish.
Okay. Okay. Hold on. Emma, so that the online, I understand that the integrity of the online can be
Yes,
compromised.
because we don't have control over. We don't have
Yeah,
control over that website. So you cannot you don't expect the National Public Secretary to take ownership of a website that he doesn't have control, or the party doesn't have control over. I am not saying that they might not be able to do another website in the future. After all, the National Public Secretary just opened a new Twitter account, because the old account, he doesn't have ownership of it.
Okay, so now okay. So I want to understand what's going on for people, because people they flood that website. So let us use this as an opportunity to educate people too. So that website was posted by the ADC media handle. Yeah,
official handle.
The official handle. Yeah.
Yes, they do not have ownership of that website. So
who pays the price for that? Are you saying all the old members are no longer members of the party?
Oh my
What
God!
are we saying now?
Hold on. Kolade, hold on.
Let me finish. I'm not.
Emma, I want to. Emma, no, hold on. This point you made is important. You will still make your submission. Yeah,
No problem.
Let us get to the root of this. So, I understand that the former ESCO was dissolved. It just be like when Abura and the guys still use Labour Party handle the post. Yeah. Is that the case? Yeah.
My point here is this, comrade, and the point I can give to you, at least directly from the public secretary, is that they do not have ownership of that website. It doesn't mean that they might not create a new website maybe in the next. Remember, they just got into office. It's not even up to a week. So there's so many things that they need to take in stock. But as of today, they do not no, they can't verify that website. So they've said, please, because people are paying money to that website, they do not want an issue where you pay money and they say, we don't know. Please do not pay. The National Public Secretary will be on, I'm sure he will be on the Twitter space by God's grace before next, at least this coming week. You know, we are working on it. It's going to be. So all these questions you will answer. But what I can tell you now is that he has not authorized any, or the party has not authorized any website registration, paying money to any website registration for now. So they are doing the work.
Okay, Emma, so you're saying when it comes to direct primaries, that registration process needs to be to have integrity.
This time now, that's the point.
Comrade,
my point here is simple.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Okay, let's not make this issue. We'll revisit this issue later. As a general.
My point is, these people just took over office. It's not even up to 1 week. You still have the primaries that you're talking about will happen next year, maybe around April, thereabout. We are in July. So at least you give them at least 1 month for them to settle in. So it's not as if nobody is saying that they will not use all those things. It's still on the table. But I'm saying that as of today, they do not have direct, ownership of that website. So it will not be nice for anybody to go and be paying money to any person that you do not, because tomorrow night they'll say, oh, they don't steal people money, or person don't scam people. So that's the reason why they said, for now, this online registration, pause it. If you want to go, you can go to your ward and register. But for now, they are not foreclosing it. But for now, because they cannot verify that the website, they can't verify this thing. Please do not pay money. I think it's okay. Except anybody wants to go and be dashing anybody money, you can go ahead. So they are not foreclosing anything. I've just said that. Now, the reason why I'm saying these things is because a lot of people do not understand how these party politics work. And that's why I've shouted here. Instead of insulting people, calling people names, go back to your ward. It is very important, at least for now, for those that are in Nigeria. Go back to your ward and register. You can even take ownership. It's a newborn baby. It's a new party. The entire ESCO of both the national and the state have stepped down. Many people have gone back to their states to mobilize. I'm aware that few states like Kogi will be doing theirs very soon, in the next few days. People are going back to their states. They're having stakeholders meetings. So I'm saying this because maybe there are people that have interest to contest election in the nearest future. Go now, because it's a fresh ground, and get involved. It's just an advice, because tomorrow now people will come and say they've moved them because of money. Go now, populate your people and take ownership of that structure. Take ownership of that structure in your state. Take ownership of that structure even in your ward. If the state, maybe the political gladiators are too much, you can take ownership of it in your ward, in your local government, in your polling unit. So I'm saying this, please, is important. Now, I do not think any politician will be scared of what they call it, direct primaries. Because, you see, I've seen so many people make fun of, they want direct primaries. I don't have a problem with it. I like it. But direct primaries is about numbers. So it's good that you make people create the awareness so that people know that, this thing is about numbers. So who has the highest number is competitive, is rigorous, very, very rigorous. It's like doing an election, because election will be holding simultaneously in every part of the state, every part of the country at the same time. So people say direct this is okay. And again, the party will want to go according to the electoral law. They will not do anything outside the electoral law, because if you do anything outside the electoral law and the constitution of the party, I as a member can take the party to court. I can take the party to court. So you'll be guided. And I've seen people say this and they want consensus. I'm sorry, I don't want consensus. And I will tell you why. You see, if you do consensus and I'm not there, I, as a party member, I have a right to say that my rights were not respected. You took decisions for me without my own notice. So I wasn't involved in it. And that will be even bring bigger problems than you think you are solving. You can only do consensus when you have at least the majority of the stakeholders agreeing to it. So it is important that I say these things. I don't have anybody that want to campaign for his candidate. Please do it. But you see, this constant jab that people throw. I'm saying this because the other day, and that's why I tweeted it and I said, I don't understand why you've been insulting Erufai. I don't understand why you are insulting some other politicians from the north. You're calling them names. To the best of my knowledge, I don't hate Obi, but I do not think, even if you say they rigged the election, I do not think that Obi had 25% in majority of the northern states. So even if you,
Emma, just leave it like that. Leave it like that.
No, please. It's important I say this.
Jump queue.
Just wait. Give me 10 seconds. At least
10 seconds. 10 seconds.
15 seconds. So it is important. Stop insulting people because you want your own preferred candidate. Campaign for your candidate. I'm aware of some northern leaders, some honorable members who are in Obi's team campaigning for him quietly. Don't bring issues for your candidate. I'm saying this thing, I know what I'm saying. But if you feel like insulting people because you feel that he must be your candidate, go ahead. They don't beg anybody. Obi is not a child. He knows what he faced. That's why he joined the coalition. They've been talking for 18 months. 18 months is not 18 days. 18 months. Okay. They've disagreed, they've agreed, and they've now agreed to form a coalition. Let us allow our leaders. Please, Obi said, don't place conditions on them. I don't think Obi is a child when he said that. He knows
thanks. Yeah, thank you. Okay, so I beg, JJ and I, no man and no vex, and Oni. So I'll take you guys now.
Before you go, comrade, it's important to say this thing to Kolade. Kolade, if you don't like him to be your political leader, this is the time to join ADC and stay above and ahead, over and above him. This is the time. Not when everything is done. We'll come back and start complaining.
Yeah. Thank you, Malam. You understand? That's the thing. To be honest, I don't see, except for that whole website, sometimes I don't see too much mobilization to register people. Because Malam, I know you have been mobilizing some obedient to go and register yourself. Yeah. But I mean, I never see any action from Kolade. I mean, all I've seen is complain. Yeah. Because the moment they say, okay, direct primary is an option, Malam started registering people. Yeah. So, but unfortunately, I've not seen equal action from Kolade. It's just unfortunate. It's just unfortunate. Yeah. But anyways,
States. I think Iman too. I don't know if Iman is from Ocean States. We can both meet at Ocean States. I'm taking over here that the local government in case you need to know.
Okay. How many people have you registered since? Aside from yourself?
I don't need to give you that, but the rest
I was right now. I know see no registration mobilization from you. Okay. Now just complain. But it's all good. Time will tell. That should be a public knowledge self. You understand? You mobilize them in public. They don't mobilize in private now because they never demobilize Kolade. But anyway, now just job between me and Kolade. Kolade now my guy.
Okay. So comrade, let's go by the hands, right? Cicero go after him, Dex would go after
I beg. Obi, there's 3 people we don't there for a very long time. I, JJ, and Oni. So now I want to take them first if you don't mind.
All right, no problem there, no problem.
Yeah, they have been here very long, like forever. Okay, so JJ and Oni, I mean whoever is there, meet your mic and speak. Okay, go ahead, Jay.
Hi everyone. Okay.
I make Jay speak. I will give you mic here.
I don't day before.
I think so. I don't sleep.
I don't day before JJ.
No,
but no while.
I
I mean,
Oh yeah, I go ahead. I go ahead. JJ go speak after you.
JJ, I beg no vex, eh? Let's go. So
No
Maybe
wahala.
4 minutes each, please. Yeah.
I'll try and keep it brief. I think Ima covered the bulk of what the issues are. First thing is to remember that you're in a political party. You're not running an independent candidacy. If you run an independent candidacy, okay, makes sense. But I think a lot of obedience, sorry to say this, are not acquainted with political party activities, and that's fine. We're learning every day. Everyone is learning every day. People were saying consensus. I quite agree that a consensus would have been nice to some extent. And I know that behind the scenes, there has been talk about consensus amongst key players because they are trying to prevent too much katakata. But the fact remains that, as we've seen, a consensus will not work. Because how do you explain to Atiku's supporters? Because there are many of them, forget, he runs an election, he gets his 1, 2, 3, 4 million votes, irrespective of the situation. Obi too has his backers, he has his supporters. So how do you explain to either side that, look, we've taken a consensus candidate in Atiku, for instance? How do you explain to those in the southeast or to those in the south or to even those in Lagos that have said, oh, they'll back Obi 100%? Now, if you do the same thing the other way, how do you explain to Atiku supporters that, look, see, if Atiku is not on the ballot, just forget the entire Northeast. You're not getting a single vote in the Northeast. You might compete, but places like Adamawa, where you came second or third, you're not going to see that again. Places like Taraba, because at the end of the day, Obi presented as the candidate of the coalition. The APC will look at, okay, how do we neutralize this? The fact is there's no Northeastern person on the ballot, and you will not bring El-Rufai to think El-Rufai is going to mop up votes for you in the Northeast. He's not going to do that. He's instead going to use you as a see, there's just so much that is involved. I won't say too much here. I will definitely not say too much here, but we must be conscious in our political thinking. We must be alert in our political thinking. I tweeted a couple of hours ago that, look, if you want to carry out a coup, nobody carries out a coup using someone within the same block. If you look at all the coups in Nigeria, all the active coups that worked, it was people from different blocks carrying out this coup. You want to carry out a coup against the current president, using that as an example, in a political context, not in a military context. You want to remove somebody that is from the same block as you, from the southern block as you. It's almost inevitable that the South-South, for instance, will be divided in between the line. Yes, we'll get the Southeast. The Southwest is going to be a bit problematic because there are 6 states in the Southwest. The only one you're going to be highly competitive in is in Lagos, except you are going to push Raul Farebeshola to push and work very hard. But you must give him that confidence that he's not working alone. So these are things that you need to consider, very much so. Yes, Obi or nothing. Okay, good and fine. Is he going to walk alone? He's not going to walk alone. He knew that 2023 was a very difficult task, but people pulled something off, which is great. Everybody respects you for that. But we need to go beyond that egoistic thing of, oh, you have to now respect us. Oh, PDP boy is this, PDP boy is that. I'm sorry, right now everybody wants to win. We want to win an election first. If you don't win an election, all this idealistic thinking of, oh, we want a better Nigeria, I'm sorry, it just goes down the drain. It goes down the drain because you have no power. It goes down the drain because there's nothing to you to be able to push that change. And so it's a waste of time. It's a waste of energy. It's a waste of effort. So we must be conscious. We must be practical in our thinking. That's the first space to start from. All our candidates, I have my preference. I would love my preference to win. But if Atiku is not on the ballot, if through a very rigorous and clear primaries, Atiku does not win, or if all the key parties come together and say in a consensus that, look, they will take Obi, no problem, I'll work for him. If they come together and say they will take Atiku, no problem, I'll work for him. If even Rotimi Amechi emerges as the candidate, no problem, I work for him. Why? Because we've said that coming together, we want to remove the party in power. That is the primary task. Any other thing is the secondary thing. And I'll use this analogy. You cannot fight for food in a house that you are not inside. You'll be outside the house fighting. So we continue to remain outside of the house, bickering and fighting, while people are looking at us from the window saying, look at these idiots. And they will be coming in their plenty. They'll come and tell them Obi or nothing, it's the turn of the South. It was the turn of the South. Bola worked against JJ, a Southern president sitting in office. They worked against him. I'm sorry, we should stop buying some of these narratives. It is inevitable that they will put people inside and make you will think that they are working for you. You will think that they are there with you. They are not there with you. They are not there to suffer with you. They are not there when the chips are down. They will tell you, and we are paying school fees from abroad. My brother, look at the exchange rate. The higher the exchange rate, the better for them. After all, it's not to pay. If you put $1,500, that's 3 million naira. How many Nigerians can afford 3 million naira today? So let us not allow people to deceive us. Some of them are collecting government contracts behind the scene. Some of them are collecting speakership fees behind the scene. And they'll come and tell you, be or nothing. But they are collecting money behind, working with politicians behind the scene. They will come, criticize them in public, but go behind the scene and collect. Be wise. Open your eyes. Don't let anybody use you and climb ladder. They will use you and climb ladder and abandon you. Be wise. That's all I will say. And I yield the mic. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. That's a very fantastic submission. Beautiful. Yeah, I mean, I for like follow you, but then Colade now go start to call me article boy if I do that. But yeah, I love that submission. Thank you. Yeah. Jay, go ahead now.
All right, comrade. Thank you, everybody. So, so for me, these are just my personal views. I'm one of the people who has been also been, tweeting. I think the past 48 hours about Obi or nothing. Right now, my reasons are very clear. I just have a concern with the departure of Atiku as at 2014 to bring this calamity called APC on us, right? And with no proper explanation or accountability or any form of remorse, we are here again, and we still want to, be in power again. So why don't we try? And also looking at the whole algorithm, well, I still don't agree that okay, it should be the north south this time, not this way. This how many years? It should be about competent, like who is really competent from any, if it's a fair game. But this is Nigeria, of course. So these were my reasons. But I think being on this space for the time, I've also had some, listen to some other people who have some different point of view right now. But my own take here is that for this coalition to come to this point, and I strongly stand with Peter Obi because I believe in his policies. I believe in his drive. So wherever he leads, I follow. So I would say I have a change of mind around Obi or nothing, but I would stay with Obi. I would vote where Obi votes. So whatever happens in the coalition, I'm just very hopeful that will be supported. And my other take is it will really be something of honor if Atiku could actually be a kingmaker. So let's say for the new Nigeria, which is possible, it was Atiku who made it possible. That is a very good narrative. But this is just my own opinion. I don't know if he's going to see it that way. But if he can do it this way, then we are all going to be, fine. But however, the fear of most obedience is based on what we saw, the experience of the PDP, the last primaries they had in Port Harcourt, and that year I also made reference to that. So you cannot just tell somebody not to. I mean, this is what someone's experience. So it's fair enough for anybody to be scared or have some little worries based off your experience. So, but if it's a fair game in the primaries and Obi doesn't come as the presidential candidate, I would support whoever is going or Obi is actually supporting. So that's it, and that's my take. But I really hope that it's Peter Obi. So I yield the mic.
Yeah, thank you, Jay. Thank you, Jay. Beautiful submission once again. So what that was referencing was 2019 election. That was when the PDP convention was held in River State in Port Harcourt. Yeah, in 2023 now for Abuja they hold them. Yes, both of them were actually in the right primary delegate system. Yeah, and to be honest, I'm vehemently opposed to that delegate system. Yeah, and because I feel like it does not represent the people's will, like the party, the grassroots will. You understand? So it's not a true reflection of that. I'm also opposed to a consensus candidate, because consensus candidate now a couple of party executives will come together and establish, okay, this is that. So it doesn't, as a party man, you have circumvented me. Okay, I don't have an input into that output. Yeah. So that's why I'm vehemently opposed to anything that will circumvent my right as a party man. So that's why I think the only option now are direct primaries. You get where that gives everybody a level playing field. Yeah. So if you have any concern about the process for the direct primary that you feel it disadvantages you and your candidate, there's always room for improvement, for process improvement. Yeah. So I think that should be what we should be negotiating, pushing these guys. You understand? For me, I don't give my 3-point proposal for my timeline. Yeah, to ensure that the primary is free, fair, and credible, because the unity of this coalition, the strength of this coalition is coming out of that primary unified. The winner losing, the winner win in good faith, and the loser lose in good faith, right? And yeah, that will only happen if you have free, fair, and credible primaries. So that said, the scenario where you give, say, make article step down and endorse Obi, I don't think that is practicable, and that's why I don't think that consensus is even practicable in the first place. But let us assume that happened. Article endorse Obi. It is not a consensus. You don't have a consensus yet because you have not convinced Amechi. Consensus have to be unanimous. Yeah, and even if only article step down, you don't have a consensus yet. So that's the problem. That issue of consensus is far-fetched. So I feel like people doing Obi or nothing, give us a consensus Obi or nothing. They have used an impossible situation to condition the party. So if you don't get that impossibility, then nothing. The nothing in this case is a Bola Ahmed Tinubu continuation. And I think that is quite unfair to everybody who don't put in the hard work in this whole thing. So there's a reason Obi is in this coalition. I did not force him, he did not force him. Now because he needs something for this coalition. Yeah? And if you do Obi or nothing, like it is a mutual assured destruction. So don't think you are doing anybody anything. Mutual assured destruction in the sense that everybody lose. Tinubu get re-elected. So I don't know why you do that. I don't know why you think it affects me more than you, or it affects another person more than another person. So I think let us come into a primaries. That is how political gladiators settle their differences. Elections. Yeah? Elections. So turn out your base. If Amechi saying get a base somewhere, they should come and compete. The same with Obi, the same with Article. Yeah, so a true direct primary will reflect who is more politically popular among these candidates, because this should be a test of popularity. Because if you say Obi is excited, Obi is more popular than Atiku or Amechi, it is just a claim. Yeah, you know how we verify that claim? We go to a direct primary to verify it. So if you are scared of a direct primary, it creates doubt in my mind. Do you have a base or you don't have it? Are you are you the man to beat or not? Are you more politically popular or not? Yeah? Because if you fear primaries, like it gives me doubt about those claims you've made. So if you think there's any loophole in that primary, come to the table, negotiate, tighten the loophole. I don't give my 3-point proposal to ensure a free, fair, and credible direct primaries. But yeah, I'll leave it for now. Moni, the mic is yours.
Okay, thank
Okay,
you.
okay, go ahead. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Comrade. My brother that just spoke before me now. You see, this advocacy we are doing is for people like you. And thank God that based on the things we are beginning to say, that you are beginning to see reasons from what we are talking about. And that is how we will continue to be talking. That is the reason why I don't fancy it. Where that period where we are saying no, don't talk. Oh no, don't say anything. No, leave it. That period has passed. This period is where we will lay down the facts for everybody to see. I mean, in the process of laying down that fact and saying the hard code, some people might label us on certain things, but that is the price to pay for sometimes. But we will keep saying those truths. There is this individual that I just saw his post, Bello Ghazali or somebody. Apparently, he's an obedient. He said that we are not begging the coalition to get the ticket to P2. Of course, P2B deserve the ticket. Yes, we will not beg the coalition to like we begged in PDP in 2022. Excellent. Now, his last statement: the coalition can do whatever they like, and obedience will respond. That is what Shehu Ghazali Sadiq said. Now, I call a cursory look at the state where this individual is. He's from Zamfara State. The total number of votes cast in Zamfara State was 503,923 votes. P2B got 1,606 votes, which is not even up to 0.05% of 0.01% of the votes. And this is the person that is saying that they are going to react. I wonder the kind of reaction he gave out in 2023 to bring about 1,000.
When you are done with analysis in the north, you come to the south and do the analysis in the south. Continue demarketing him. Demarket him very well. The market will be very well. When you are done, you come and do your analysis.
Talking facts.
Okay.
Sorry, Monye Najibola, he was collaborating what your point actually, but you got to saying they attack you. That's how Najibola they do. He was collaborating your point actually.
Okay, very good. So Ghazali was able to muster 1,660 votes. And apart from those people that are emotional during the election, these are the individuals that collected money.
Come with, I beg. Don't face my brother, I beg. I take a beg. I beg. Shey na this Ajibola na him talk now, abi?
And Ajibola
I
talk,
go
yeah.
post something to you, comrade. You go see him for Jumbotron. Look, you people. Now me go kill all of them now. Hold on, comrade. Just look Jumbotron.
Stop deceiving yourself. Everybody that knows me here knows about Tinubu. That statement you are posting is to show the person that is writing that rubbish on that day.
Guys.
Stop deceiving yourself. Stop. Don't go collect
Guys.
go check my go and find Tinubu post I post them.
Guys. I Tina, beg, hold on.
I just want you to know them. Waiting concern Tinubu with coalition talk. What are you doing here, Ajibola?
Okay, guys. I beg.
You don't support Obi. You don't support Atiku. What are you looking for here?
Okay. I beg. Okay. Oji, continue.
Okay, so Mr. Bello Ghazali, Mr. Shehu Ghazali, is angry that in a coalition he will not be able to be the sole person that will be doing radio jingles, banners, and flyers. Will be in Zamfara State. There will be more bigger political gladiators. Probably those people that will be able to generate votes of about maybe 400,000 or thereabout. But my brother was able to galvanize only 1,660 votes. So you see, when these individuals say they are going to react, and these are the individuals, they have big accounts, so they use the obedient movement to build big social media following. And then they come to social media to begin to threaten the coalition. And these are some of the things we need to look out for. Make no mistake, there are many millions of obedience that are for any candidate the coalition produce. Don't be deceived by some individuals you think maybe they are at the top echelon of obedient movement that will come and tell you think maybe they are speaking for you. P2B started politics. P2B was among the people that they are the pioneers of PDP in 1999 when he sponsors few candidates to contest for National Assembly and State Assembly elections in Anambra State. In case those of you don't know, in 2002, he entered APGA and took the ticket, contested and won the 2003 election. So P2B has been in Nigerian politics for nearly 30 years. So if you think all these online noisemakers are going to make him to take unwise decision, then you will be joking. He's a very experienced politician. He has communicated with a lot of people, and he said in one of his speeches that he has been in all the coalition committees meeting, apart from one where he traveled to, I think, London. That was the only one he wasn't around. So you think just because they unveil the party which they, and few individuals that feel that maybe they have big accounts will come and begin to gaslight people because their personal interest has been affected. So this is very laughable. And let me tell you, we know the agenda of some of the people pushing these things. So people that are in APC, for example, somebody like Ayo, just like Malamogrin say, maybe Malamogrin, you say next, but me, I'm going on my own personal solo. I'm going to expose Ayo. It's as simple as that. And I've retired from hosting spaces, so, but I think I'm going to do one or two, and I'm going to use my personal resources to expose him because I know the agenda he's running. Somebody that if you open spaces, you bring APC supporters, especially despicable individuals like Mr. Victor, who come and be selling to. In fact, in one occasion, they said, "Okay, let me give you." White Bear said, "Let me give you opportunity to sell Tinubu." To sell Tinubu. I was like, really? And when I wanted to, yeah, I wasn't able to sell Tinubu. Do you understand? Let me give you opportunity to sell Tinubu.
Only they brought Ogbeni Dikko to sell Tinubu.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Imagine that kind of sense. I saw when you were speaking how they dropped you to listener section because they told you they don't want you to speak. Tomorrow there will be a moral police.
Malamogrin, Victor call your undercover agent. Why are you?
See, these people are in the same. I'm not even going to attend that because I've seen where the narrative is. There is this young lady they call Avril. She was giving them exactly what it is. They dropped her. They accused her of supporting Buhari as far back as 2015. As far back as 2015. When even Aisha Yesufu and that other northern P2B spokesman, in the last P2B's engagement as parallel, he mentioned that he supported Buhari now. So somebody that supported Buhari in 2015.
Aisha, them, Kenneth Okonkwo, them,
all
they
of them now,
Buhari
them. All of them supported.
Obviously, you understand? So
all of them supported Buhari in 2015 now.
But Tony, you don't need to look for that. Person where they do be or nothing in co-host now DMX.
Yes.
Yeah, APC. You get
not only that, he's an APC guy. That guy is an Igbo and northern hater. I'm sorry to say this. So let us know the kind of individuals that we are indulging. Evidences has been shown of these individuals. But you will go out and you are listening to, just like somebody say, you open a space by 6 a.m. Not 6, even I think 5:30 or thereabout.
That space open by 4. Let me check the time of today.
You open by 4 a.m. You gather people and begin to talk. You gather APC members. You bring people. There is a space where APC members, where I say, let me just go and press their neck. Mr. Daniel was promoting APC, and then his mic was open, and then his family member came. He was saying, "Oh, please go and on-gen." And that's where we caught him. He said, "Go and on-gen." Tina, you are there now. He said, "Go and on-gen."
I went to one generator. They left a take light.
He said, "Go and on-gen." His mic was, and he didn't know when he said, "Go and on-gen." Whereas Tinubu told us that we should vote him out if there is no power. Vote him out. But he said we should go and on-gen. When we caught him, he said, no, he's using inverter. What he's using inverter? Oh, he's using solar. He keep running around and around. But it's the same people that Ayo will bring and they come and sell Tinubu. And they will be giving you advice on who to choose as consensus candidate, or in fact, they will even be, and this is very nauseating.
Baptists are going to go to follow them, engage
Did you
on
understand?
coalition.
Because they are saying, as you, this thing is very clear. Very clear. Comrade, in front of that, they will be saying, I will be saying, oh, I'm an obedient, and then White Bear will say, no. I don't rate Obi. I'm not going to vote him, but Obi must get the ticket. I mean, just like
Just you say they are inciting obedience.
yeah, just like Wike said, oh, I'm going to support Tinubu, but PDP must produce a southern candidate. So me, I will have to say it. Immediately Tinubu won the 2023 election. He saw where he did not get votes. These are the regions that Tinubu did not get votes. Tinubu did not get votes in Southeast and South. I mean, of course, he got a substantial amount of vote in the South, but he didn't get much vote. In fact, he actually came second in South. For those of us that don't know, when he wasn't even in power, he came second in South. I think he got nearly 800,000 votes in South. So that we will know these things we are saying, because some people will think maybe it's not. Tinubu got almost 800,000 votes in the South. That was when he wasn't even in power. During Naira crunch and fuel scarcity, he still got that amount of vote in the South. But he watched and saw that Obi is actually popular there, and these are the areas that he can exploit. In fact, in the Southeast was a no-go area for him.
Tell us article failed in South. Yeah, say it now.
So
you can say Obi zone.
So he saw those areas where he didn't do well, and he saw that there is a loophole in Lagos and some other places. What he did is that
there's no loophole in Taraba. There's no loophole in Taraba.
Allow this guy. Why are you interjecting him now, Ajibola? Stop that.
Why are you starting him, comrade?
People were making their submission.
Ajibola, if you interject him again, I go drop you. Like, allow this guy speak now.
When you are speaking facts, they will not allow you now, because I know I'm puncturing some places where, I mean, some of their agenda. People who have been speaking, I haven't interjected anybody for over 2 hours or thereabout that I'm here. Now, what he did for the Southwest, now this is how he solved the Southwest issue. He now went and unearthed Yoruba Nation groups, on the Igbo group, and put them in the political space to paint all manner of ethnic and tribal narrative in such a way that anybody that is seen to be not to be supporting Tinubu in the Southwest is seen as an Omale. They say he's a Yoruba conservative. That is what Tinubu launched, using the people of like Bayo Nanuga. That was how he solved the issue of Southwest. That of South is that he now started buying their governors. Sometimes he would threaten them with EFCC, and then he now starting to cover around. That of River State was a little bit hard for him. He declared state of emergency. This thing, like they say, is a matter. These are his strategies. The only place where he couldn't penetrate was Southeast. Up to this moment, he couldn't penetrate. He can't penetrate. He wasn't able to penetrate Southeast. That is the reason why they have already started throwing. If you watch now, APC and they have already started throwing tantrums as Southeastern people. Oh, yeah, you are not going to get anything. You are not going to get president in 2039. You are not going to get that. They have started throwing tantrums now. For the North Central, he saw that he has an issue in the North Central, some of the middle belt. What did Tinubu did? He went ahead and then made few appointments, started blackmailing individuals, started putting Christian versus Muslim narrative in there. You see, APC has no performance index. They have nothing to show. The only thing they know how to do is religion and ethnic division. That is the reason why you see most of them now paying people like Ayo to come and push northern and southern agenda. And people like us predicted this thing before. So now that thing he done did in Middle Belt and some of the South, those ethnic, now backfired in the North. It backfired for him in the North. Which North is actually the biggest voting bloc for Tinubu in 2023. It now backfired. And that is the reason why they have been running helter-skelter. So those particular base he's trying is the southern vote. That is where Tinubu is banking on. Tinubu is already finished in the core north. Northeast and northwest, Tinubu is finished. What is remaining now is the carcass for Tinubu in this region. If you understand Hausa very well, anybody that understand Hausa, I will send you some things so that immediately you see it, you know the position of Tinubu in the north. He will be completely dealt with in the north. They will completely deal with Tinubu in the north. And he knows this. His supporters know this. And what are we going to do? Now, Obi has a very bright chance of getting the ticket in 2020. I saw Malam Green trying to mobilize people, obedience, to get the ticket, to get into the party and produce Obi. Imagine if you produce Obi as the ticket flag bearer of ADC. All those northern people, they will not have any option, given that, okay, some people are even making the argument that the issues for them. Imagine when you get Obi to become the flag bearer. At least you will get a substantial amount of vote in the north to be able to join with Obi's popularity in the south to make him to win the election. Tinubu saw that he can never become president in 2015. That is why he was patient for 8 years. He had a foresight. He didn't start threatening the APC merger that it is either Tinubu or not. Or do you think Tinubu didn't want to be president in 2015? He waited. I'm not saying Obi should wait. What we are asking is that don't use your mouth. I watch one, let me tell you, comrade. There is this interview I watched of El Rufai, I think 2 days ago, where he was marketing the coalition candidate, possible coalition candidate. He was marketing them in Hausa. He was marketing them with Hausa. Oh, Obi, he was saying the things Obi did in Anambra State. He was saying, he was giving the reason why Obi should be president. He was giving them the reason why Obi is better than Tinubu. He was telling them that let us now forget our differences, what we have done before. Let's start a new course. That Obi has now agreed that the northern, in fact, that he has ideas for the northerners. That people should go and look at what Obi has been saying about agriculture in the north, about how Obi is going to bring job for the. He was marketing them. He was marketing Amechi. He was marketing Atiku. So what does that tell you? Now, these are the individuals you will come online and you begin to insult them. Even including El Rufai that is not even contesting. So, but peradventure, Obi did not win. No, in the primaries, no problem. Because if Tinubu wins this election, people are saying, oh, instead Tinubu should continue. If Tinubu should win, what we don't know is that if Tinubu should win 2027, there are two things will definitely happen. One is that in 2027, he will choose a northern APC candidate. Tinubu will choose that person. And that person, he will now choose one of these criminals from South, either Wike or Shomole, Abiu, or some of all these criminals from South, and make them the vice presidential candidate. And by that time, he must have gotten very powerful. By that time, APC governors might have been maybe 34 out of 36 at that time, with maybe Apuka in Anambra State that is almost like APC. And maybe out of 109 senators, he may have like 102 as APC. Very possible. Out of 360 House of Rep, he might be having like 320 in APC. Now, what will happen in the event that thing does not happen? The rubber stamp Senate President and the Speaker, just like they did during the Rivers State, we endorse Tinubu for third tenure. We will not have people like Ken Namani to block that. Is that what we want? And don't we have foresight? We are just having the pulse of the moment, and we are not looking at the future. So please, my dear people, I don't want us to be repeating these things over and over again. But I want to beg. If you know that you want only a northern candidate, and after the primaries, I'm not even interested. Yes, we can begin to argue. Like I agree that we can go for direct primary. But even primary that doesn't bring constitutional crisis, that somebody can take us to court, and then they will say, oh, if this party does not have candidate. That is not what that's what I don't.
Okay, but go ahead.
Okay, let me just conclude this way. Please, if you want only a northern candidate and that is the person you want, or maybe you want a particular person, please, don't stress us. If another person emerge, you have there are I think 18 parties, and definitely one other party apart from this coalition must produce maybe a northern candidate. You can go and vote for that northern candidate too. Nobody is forcing you. And if you only want a southern candidate, that southern, and there will be definitely Showore will come out in AAC. You can go and vote Showore. We are campaigning for Showore now. Don't come here and come and stress us. There are enough Atiku supporters that will vote for the coalition if Atiku did not emerge the candidate. There are enough El-Rufai supporters that are going to vote for him, to vote for the coalition if he did not emerge the candidate. In fact, he's not even contesting. There are enough Amechi supporters that are going to vote for. And now let me tell you, for those of you that come here, you think you have big accounts. There are enough obedience that I know on ground, not online noisemakers, that will vote for the coalition, even if Obi did not emerge the candidate. What we need to win the election is enough votes. Your vote mustn't be among the votes that will make him to win. You get me? So don't come here and begin to threaten people that you are going to react, just like Mr. Ghazali has said. Don't threaten us that you are going to react. Your reaction the last time did not make him to win. You get what I'm saying? You reacted now, but you did not win. So don't be threatening us with reaction. The only thing that can even pain us with your reaction is that it might finally lead to Tinubu coming back. But to prevent that, we are going to ignore all of you that are coming here to threaten. As for Ayo, let me tell you, Ayo, we are going to expose Ayo. We are going to run him out of this space because people like us, our hands are clean. Someone like me, my hands are clean. So I'm not even afraid of anything. There is no propaganda he can carry against me. So I'm going to run him out of this space. Personally, I'm going to run him out of this space. He's going to be exposed for the chameleon and the despicable human being he is. If you are his friend, people like Whitebird, I've been trying to avoid any kind of fracas with him because I know where all of us are coming from. But if you want to join my exposition of Ayo and want to come and stress me, please, I don't mind adding you. Thank you very much.
Okay, yeah, thank you. Beautiful submission. Yeah, beautiful submission. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, like now people like you where they see submit where they make me still say, okay, let us still work to build this coalition. You get, but otherwise, when you come and say the same thing over and over again, and people still insist being militant about, I mean, it gets exhausting at some point. It's not a full-time job. You understand? It's not a full-time job. If you are building, some people are hell-bent on destroying. You know. So what is our progress since they announced this coalition? Now just Obi or nothing, article or nothing. You know? So it's exhausting at this point. But yeah, me, I want to just lie low.
Comrade, let me just say this. Watch now, Paraventure Obi did not emerge the candidate now. You will see the way this same Ayo now will come out with his million and begin to attack the same Obi. We are watching. We will see all these things here. We are noting them. So Tina, please keep those recording. We will use it on him.
Okay. Yeah, thank you, Onyi. Thank you. So me, I be toxic. Okay, fine. Now after this, way me, I want after primaries, I will come start a campaign. I don't want you expend my energy, the immediate adult way, okay, be or nothing, I know article or nothing. Yeah, it's not a full-time job actually. So Nini, go ahead.
Come on, and let Dexy go.
Oh, Dexy, sorry, I don't even forget you. You know, say you are hiding.
No, I'm not hiding. I don't like to interrupt process. Anyway, thank you to everybody, to the host and the co-host and everybody here. And the last speaker, I thank you. I learned a lot from your submission. Yeah, you wanted to say something?
No, continue. I thought your mic is low, but now my own volume will be low.
All right. So for me, what I want to say is very simple. We have a situation at hand where you have a president that don't even know how to run a multi-ethnic nation. A very, very sectional president who has promoted lots of tribal bygones to the highest position. And they are not just that he promoted these people are also very incompetent. They cannot even compile ordinary names. This is to show you the amount of incompetence within these people he promoted solely because they come from his tribe or his ethnicity. And this man is running down the country faster than you can imagine. Shows no concern about anything. It's just, even even uh, even if you have 300 people perish, it's none of his business. He will not visit there, and if he visit, they will force children to stand under the rain just to welcome him. Like things you see, things that even in movies you cannot even believe. So so when you have all of this situation, and he belongs to the same party that's been ruling for like the 12th year now. Sorry, the 10th year, right? So this party has, caused a lot of damage, and we thought, oh, Buhari would have been the. Actually, I thought Buhari would have been the worst thing that would have happened to Nigeria. I didn't know that somebody that could be worse than Buhari would ever emerge. If somebody told me that, I would never believe, but it's happening. So when you have this situation, you decide now you have an option. What if you're disgusted enough? The option you will have is you have to remove this man by all means. So if that is the option, that if that is like the conclusion after looking at 10 years of utter uselessness and almost utter waste of everybody's time, the only rational thing would be we remove these people. And to be honest, like within the coalition itself, we have, of course, everybody is very important, right? I'm not trying to take away the credit of take away credit from anybody. Everybody is very important, but we have the two most important people there. That is Peter Obi and Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. And yeah, Atiku, of course, is older and everything, but Atiku was the vice president of Obasanjo, and they ran this country. Yeah, it wasn't like El Dorado or whatever, but they ran the country. If some of us who are old enough, we know how it was, like how you could buy rice, how you could, like, food wasn't a problem, how you could travel to different places you want. Like we knew how life was then. So if Atiku was in charge of the economy of that particular region, that particular government. So, and Atiku, as in his own private capacity, has also run so many successful businesses. So, like, we are not talking of somebody here who is like a dunce, or like, as if this guy is like. Of course, I like Obi to be like the person to win the ticket, but the way I see these people saying Obi or not, it is as though the other option, let's say if it is Atiku, is this guy that is, utterly terrible. Like, we cannot even imagine him being a president. But that is not the real. That's not the case. Atiku is like, I know. Of course, we don't know. Nobody knows tomorrow, but he wouldn't be as bad as Tinubu. He wouldn't be as sectional as Tinubu. That is guaranteed. He wouldn't only put people from his ethnic group in 70% of the of the key positions, making sure that he select those 70% from the worst of the worst. No matter how you like him or hate him, he wouldn't do that. So so the whole thing is, yeah. Personally, for me, I want Obi to, like, be the leader of any coalition, because Obi's record is impeccable. You have to give him his credit. this guy has shown that his kind is rare in Nigerian politics. So hate him, love him, give him his due. So in my own personal opinion, I would have loved to seen His Excellency Alhaji Atiku Abubakar support Obi to do a 4 years, and then power returns to the north. But that is only my personal opinion. Atiku himself, he's also a politician. He's been long in the game. He knows, and all of these people, I believe they are having a lot of consultations and meetings, and at the end of the day, we will see what's going to happen. But in the case he doesn't do this, and he decides to contest, and everybody contests, like the way the usual form of primaries where delegates votes and everything, and Atiku becomes, for example, the flag bearer of ADC. Like, why on earth wouldn't I support that? So when somebody say it's Obi or nothing, I have to be careful. It's either the person is indirectly working for APC, or he just lives abroad, and what happens in the country is not really his or her business like that. So you can just come online and shout whatever you like. It's Obi or nothing, like, or maybe you're even just saying it because just to say it, like just to vent, just to shout something. Maybe it sounds good to your mouth, Obi, some of those phrases that we say sometimes, even though it may be entirely meaningless if you actually look at it. So that is the way I've been looking at it. Yeah, you have a very big problem, and there is absolutely one solution for now, which if you're honest yourself and you're disgusted enough, that is to kick out this bottom barrel by government of bigotry. That's not even the bigotry they do is not even helping the country in any way. So anybody, the same way we had in 2014, anybody but Jonathan. That should be like the language. Anybody but Tinubu. Very, very simple thing. The same way they say, put a goat, I will vote a goat over Jonathan. Same thing, like stop these people, try to claim this holier than that. Nobody is holy, bro. We all have our share, right? So, and even the people you can, like, okay, Atiku you condemn, did you convict him of any crime in any court? Right? What you have are maybe allegation. Oh, he's corrupt. Allegation. Anybody can also have allegations. Even Obi has allegations on him, Pandara boss or whatever. But he's not convicted. He's clean. This is what matters. El-Rufai, these are like, we can have our opinions on all of these people. Like El-Rufai, I don't really like him a lot, but I see him as just the way he is, just like a normal politician. I'm not going to. If he has a problem, I think he has a problem with the people of Kaduna, Kaduna South or whatever. For me, I have no problem with him. He has not done anything to people from my side or whatever. He's been very respectful to us. So I will not insult him or call him all of those stupid. For what? So that is so anybody saying it is either Obi or nothing. It's either the person could be a moron, it's also a possibility, or the person could be a closet APC, or the person is just saying it for just repeating words he or she doesn't know the meaning. Remember that as Oni said, Peter Obi, yes, he has 6.1 million votes. But some of the people who voted for him last time, mind you, he got a lot of love from even the Southwest. Some of them will now stick to their ethnic man because they no they have seen no matter how you can look at it, he's been giving like a lot of appointment to their people, and maybe one of them, your uncle might have gotten an appointment, or your clansman, or your village guy, because Tinubu has given a lot of appointment to Southwestern. So Peter Obi will have a lot of the votes. He will share a lot of the votes with Bat, with Tinubu. That is for sure. So he may get more or he may get less. We don't know, because nobody knows absolutely what's going to happen tomorrow. But what we know, at least what we can bank on, is that for now the North is dissatisfied with Tinubu. Like, they are dissatisfied with him to a very large extent, and they can give like a reasonable
That's a round up here.
Yeah, I'm trying to round up. So they can give a reasonable number of votes. So okay, if you look at it as well, the Northerner can just wait so that Tinubu will complete his tenure and hand over power to them, or like they have also a card to play. People are not looking at that, when you're shouting Obi or nothing. The Northerners, they also have a card. They can just wait and still get power, or they can still get it now if they play, if they work with us. So in conclusion, I would just say, yeah, if Obi becomes the flag bearer, good. If he doesn't become the flag bearer, still good. What is important is, like, he can, for example, if Atiku comes up, why can't Obi deputize Atiku and make good arrangement with him? Same way we had Tinubu and Buhari. You remember, Tinubu would have been the vice if not for the Muslim ticket. But just give me a moment, okay?
Dexter, other people there here, yeah? I let
Yeah.
you go this long because you've been waiting for long, but I better consider others.
Okay. Anyway, so the whole thing is this. We are either going to remove the president, the government now, or we are going to just play. So if we are ready to remove it, the only option is to remove personal ego and focus on removing him. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. I'm on Asabi talk. I don't know if you talk for that long. But anyways, yeah,
Comrade,
thank you.
shut up. You know that we talk for long. Just the one yourself.
Did go ahead?
Thank you, comrades. Hi, everyone. I just have my submission is going to be really short. I just have a question. Is it a constitutional requirement for whichever party who wants to present a candidate to hold a primary? That's my first question. The second remark I would like to say, just to bounce back on what Dexy has said, he recognizes that APC is a disaster, and he also recognizes both the qualities in Peter Obi and Atiku. But one thing that he fails to mention is between the two candidates, only one participated in helping APC getting into power, and which is Atiku. And lastly, Comrade has made a very important remark. He said, "What progress have we made since the announcement of this coalition? It's always going round and round. I don't see anything moving. I doubt that anybody who believes that is their candidate or nothing are going to be convinced by anyone here sitting for hours and hours, castigating them, trying to change their minds. They will not change their mind. So obviously, you need to have a plan B. Should you not have received the support of a certain group of people, you need to see how you can energize and mobilize other groups of people. But you're going to spend hours and hours and hours on these spaces telling people that they shouldn't say Obi or nothing, but this is how they feel. The same way you cannot stop some people running at the top, you cannot also force people to come out and vote for the coalition if they're not satisfied with that coalition. So I'm thinking we need to move beyond that now, because like comrade says, I I don't see anything happening. It's every day the same conversation. Maybe we're waiting for something, an official announcement, but so far there's no progress. People are standing deep in their belief, and there's nothing you can do to change their minds. So what I would like to hear is, if things stay as the way that they are, how do we move around it, and how do we go about beyond that? And that's my submission. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Nini. So you know, sir, me, I what I want us to even be doing now, okay, working to refine that direct primary process. You get put pressure on the executive. Okay, this is what we want. This is what we want. You understand? So because me, I want this whole thing to happen and everybody goes home happy. Okay, and I mean, knowing they did their best, and yeah, and the process, um, they understood and trusted the process. You understand? So that's what me I want. But for some reason, we are not there yet, and I don't know whether we are going to be there, because some people are inciting other people to be militant, to be defiant. Okay. So when you say article or nothing or be or nothing, it's a it's a roadblock, right? It's a roadblock because, like, okay, it is impossible. So once you give an impossible condition to fulfill, then you don't want us to go forward. Yeah. So like you said, me, i- regardless, like my greatest. So when it comes up for people where they do be or not article or nothing. So I guess the support base of each will determine if their earnest want for their candidates is greater than Bola Ahmed Tinubu getting re-elected. So the one will feel like, no, it is more important that Bola Ahmed Tinubu should not be re-elected. They will remain in the coalition regardless of whatever happened. Yeah. Then the other one can pull out. So if this is going this way, then yeah, the coalition capital will be depleted for sure. Yeah, but is that what we want? No, that's not what we want. Because remember, the purpose of this coalition is to make this election too big for Bola Ahmed Tinubu to rig. When we mean big, in terms of support, in terms of political capital, right? That's what we want. Because, like, regardless of what happened in the last election, you want to win that election on that day. That day, that ballot day. In fact, before the election day, but like create an atmosphere such that Bola Tinubu go even vacate Aso Rock before election, because it will be too obvious. You know. But when you start, maybe we have an opposition that, okay, he's seeing a chance of him getting re-elected. It's bad. Him seeing a chance alone is very bad. So we want a coalition whereby he sees no chance. Like maybe people, they say he has no pathway. So that's what we want in this coalition. But yeah, the first couple of days in the coalition, you saw how APC were jittering, right? That is where we want them to be. But I feel like we destroy our own gain. Like one step forward, two step backwards. Yeah, and that's why we are here. Okay, telling everybody, okay, see, we can advocate for a balanced process, a very balanced process. Yeah, but some people don't even want. Some people are not being reasonable. Let me just use that word. Yeah, they are not being reasonable. They are not being fair. And they are also not. They are also being selfish. So at the end of the day, like, Nini, coming here to say the same thing over and over again, it's a matter of time before it starts sounding like a broken record. And it's not a full-time job. Yeah, it's not a full-time job to come and mediate over like if you give people. Anyways, it is what it is. I'm hoping people, like, thank God we saw somebody, JJ, we can't speak here. In talk say he was an Obi, a die-hard Obi or nothing. But now, having listened to the different viewpoints, he is now persuaded I mean, like, to see things other way. Nobody is saying, okay, jettison your candidate. No, far from that. Yeah. But you don't compel others to jettison their own candidate.
See,
No, hold on, Ajibola, hold on. Because that's like you don't want to jettison your candidate. It's okay, nobody, you shouldn't do that in the first place. But don't compel others to do what you don't want to do. That's the meaning of Obi or nothing, article or nothing. Yeah? Uphold your own candidate, but don't make others, so that's the thing. So that's why even the whole point of Obi becoming vice for article, I am against people pushing that narrative too. Yeah. It is, if Obi wants to do it, make Obi do it. You understand? If the coalition supports it and Obi supports it, let them do it. But for people to make it like a condition for people's candidates to come under their own candidates, it creates more of this tension. So I think people should refrain from that also. The Obi or nothing, the article or nothing, the Obi being deputizing article, that's in the trigger people. So as we don't identify and make people still stop up. You understand? Some people might be indifferent about it, but to the extent we've said they trigger a whole lot of people. Yeah, but what everybody have is the right for their candidate to contest in a primary. Yeah, nobody should force other people to step down their own candidates. Yeah, so let me leave it here. Nini, I don't know whether it answers some of your questions. And if we find any common ground, we can work together and push this coalition forward. Yeah, because it's tiring coming here to say the same thing over and over again. Yeah, so me, I don't commit to this coalition. Though. Whatever happens.
Comrade,
Yeah.
just thank you for your answer, but I just have one more comment. The question that I had, is it constitutionally or following the previous electoral reform that we had, is it mandatory for a party or a coalition of parties to hold a primary? Because let's say, for example,
Okay, Comrade, can I answer that
to go
question?
on a consensus, would they be disqualified? I want to know that.
Okay, let me answer that question. Is that
Okay,
okay?
go ahead.
Okay, very quickly. There are 3 methods to elect a flag bearer of any party. 1, through a consensus. 2, through direct primaries. 3, through indirect primaries. Now, direct primaries is where all party members, once you register, you have your party card. For example, if you are a member of ADC, you go and register in your ward. They will give you your party card. That day, you will go down to your ward and go and vote. They will count your vote across the whole federation. If it is statewide direct primary for maybe governorship election or senatorial election, they will count it there and then produce the result. Direct primary, every member of the party is involved. So once you are a member of that party, you will be involved. Now, the pro of that direct primary is that all the party members will be involved. You will determine. So, like you now, if you are in your ward, you can participate. So, if you want Atiku, for example, to be the flag bearer, you will go and vote for Atiku. But the cons of it is that, so that is even the best. That actually shows the strength of the party. If we do direct primary now, and from the direct primary result, we are seeing 20 million people voting for in the general, maybe the total vote cast. So we'll now be expecting that as a party people, that is the amount of vote we are expected to get in the general election. At least, plus other people that are not party members that can even vote our candidate. Yeah. So we have indirect primaries where
That's not alarming because maybe everybody they can't vote now. Even maybe everybody will register go turn up will be percentage of the actual registered members.
No, that's what I'm saying. That is expected. That's why I say expected. I mean, it's not as if all of them will come expected.
What you asked, I already know what you asked. You asked about this zoning system. Whether is it constitutional?
No, he said constitutionalist. He said not zoning. What she asked is the primary election. Is it what method of election? That is what she asked.
Yeah,
is that not what you asked?
About zoning system.
No, I had primary, so no zoning.
It's primary, not zoning. Now, let me just conclude quickly. We have indirect primary where we use the delegate system, where each local government, depending on the agreement, we can produce maybe the last PDP presidential election. Each local government had 1 delegate. So we have 774 delegates for the PDP, but for the APC, it was 3 delegates for each local government. So we have over I think over 2,000 delegates for that. So it has to be agreed. You can say, but what is it that each local government will produce delegate? They will now go to a designated center and then vote to now produce a candidate. Now, another one is consensus candidate. The consensus candidate is that all the content, like for example, now the party will begin to sell their tickets, right, for presidential. I can go and obtain that ticket. Comrade can go and obtain the ticket. Oduayo can go and obtain it. Mr. Obi can go and obtain it. Maybe we are 10 that obtain that ticket. Now, all the 10, constitutionally, all the 10 can must agree to that consensus and say, okay, we are adopting Comrade as the consensus candidate. If Malamo Green say no, I don't agree, even though the other 9 agree, it's not going to work. If you proceed, then he can take you to court. Now, the cons, the disadvantage in that particular listen is that Tinubu, seeing that he has a hand in NMPP, Labour Party, and PDP crisis, in fact, he has sponsored Dumebi Kachuku to start saying that he doesn't agree now. So what Tinubu can do now is that he can send somebody like Ayo, you know, that guy that used to open space every in the morning. He can send somebody like Ayo to go and register as an ADC member. And then what he will do is that he will go and obtain the presidential ticket. When he obtain the presidential ticket, everybody will come. He will announce, he might agree, maybe verbally or anything. You think maybe, yeah. But at the end of the day, he will come out like Kachuku, how Kachuku came out now, and begin to say, oh, I did not agree. And he will take you to court. Seeing that Tinubu has pocketed the...
Hold on.
Hello?
Consensus, you have to write with your own handwriting, not be typing, not be somebody write for you. You have to write in your own handwriting, not only typing. It must be your...
Yes, exactly. Oduayo. But seeing that Tinubu has pocketed the, that is what Malam Nasser Rufai said in Hausa, I think 2 days ago. Seeing that Tinubu, but it's not regarding consensus, so he's just saying about how Tinubu has pocketed. But seeing that Tinubu has pocketed the court can now use technicalities and say, oh, no, this person, even in that handwriting, and say, no. And then twist it and now say, because of that, ADC has no candidate.
ADC candidate not have candidate. That's just it.
That's they say ADC has no candidate. He will not run on his own.
Okay, I have a quick question. When can this issue, when can this issue where only this scenario only they're talking about be litigated? Is it after the general election or before the general election?
Immediately after the primaries. That's only when you can.
Okay, immediately after the primaries. Okay.
Yeah, he will take the party to court now, and they will say ADC has no candidate. That is what he would do now.
No, but that thing will cause uproar because it's just like when they want to take Buhari, when they take Buhari to court, say no get YX certificate. You cannot shut down the major opposition like that without uproar. You get.
That was good luck, not Tinubu.
The consequence go be the same now.
But do you want to enter into that trap?
No, but only you are talking as if any madman cannot wake up and sue. Let us not create that idea in their head. Any madman can sue for anything. You know that. Why? It doesn't have to be a legitimate reason.
Hold on. For you to contest the primaries of a party, you must have have interest. One of the things must have been, like you have said, which I agree with Tony, there must be a member. You must have contested that primaries too. You are a valid aspirant. You fulfill the obligation of the party to be an aspirant. So anybody, even though you're a member of the party, you cannot do so. Odiri, this Diri guy will be governor of the Rivers Bayelsa State. So the guy that won the election, Leon, was not the one that contested the election. Contested that the deputy was not having complete results. It was Anything like Bubiri, if you know his name, he's a minister now. APC sent him, right? APC sent him to use him to achieve purpose. You get the point. So some people in APC.
So in the case of Zamfara, it was Kabiru Marafa that
Marafa was a member. There was a
it was a member. It was a member
of the party.
Yeah,
it must be not just a member.
And Oduayo, in that case, it was also consensus that produced APC candidate that Marafa took them to court.
No, Maraba. I will give you Maraba's own. In Maraba's own, there was no agreement on who is the head of the party. First of all, there was issue of party leadership in Maraba case. But let me give you why I find this discussion very premature. Personally, I feel very well that this is very premature. First of all, the party is interested in building a party. You have to build a party first of all. Primaries will not come until next year, May, June. by electoral act, by virtue of the electoral act and constitution of Nigeria. Primary cannot hold now. Now next year, that's when you talk about primaries in Nigeria in this thing. Maybe by December, people start talking about primaries and everything. But now next year, May, June, that's what the constitution provided for. A clear 9 months, right, before the election. Party must have validly elected or done the primaries and submitted the name to this thing. You know the worst thing, you still have enough time to substitute another person, to bring another person. But that's not the case, because that's why you see they talk about, oh, you know, Tinubu brought somebody to stand on as deputy for him, and you saw Obi doing it for Obi and all that. So that you have the time to do so. But while we are putting the cart before the horse is my problem. We have not even got to the stage of primaries first of all. Obi was on Twitter on Sunday. You know the problem I have with some of us as about Obi is that we know they hear word at all. That's something the cobweb that were here. Obi's every answer you want to ask here, Obi answered them very firmly. That was the first time Obi spoke firmly that we are not building, we are building here. And you ask the guy, you don't pressure anybody. The guy that asked the same question is my friend Jimmy. And I asked him yesterday, I said, what was Obi answer? He said Obi was not answering the question the way he wanted to answer. Is Obi a kid? Is Obi a kid when you go answer question the way you want to make your answer? Obi told you now this is what they're doing now is to build a party. You get the point? It's to build a party. Nobody in the reasonable, you know one thing, you know, when you have not started building a house, you're already destroying the house. That's the intention of people. And I ask the same question. These people most of them are in Europe and America. People that are doing this thing are in Europe and America.
He told that Jimmy was no, that's not how to play politics. That was how Obi told him.
Listen, if
not how to play politics.
Obi was firm. I asked my friend Dr. Akina, he wrote something Obi or nothing. I said, was that Obi's question when you asked a question? He answered me today. What was Obi response to you when you guys asked this question? Obi answered it. I don't need to ask a big question to get this thing. I know very well for sure that if you are talking politics, this is not the time. This is the time to build first. You build when you finish building. We don't, you know what? They don't even have any structure of a party today. Apart from the national executive where they've been interim this thing, they don't have executive. They need to establish executive in every state, every local government, every ward. You want to win the election. You're not even organized first. You see, primaries will not come now. Primaries will be maybe next year, May, June. This is by law. So when you start then Obi or nothing, you're not even started the house. You're already destroying it. Please, let me beg you guys today. Let's calm down. We have not done politics before. This is the first time we are doing politics. That's why we are seeing it this way. First, if you trust Obi as your leader, trust him enough to make a decision that is accord with common sense and your wisdom, and you will represent you. I trust Obi as my leader, and I believe very well that of his person, whatever decision when he make, I will follow it because he's my leader. You cannot have a leader. You cannot listen to your leader. That person is not your leader. Instead, you are being rebellious or you are being doubt. Two things can be happening there. Either you are being rebellious to your leader or you are being doubt because you need to hear word first. Obi have not told you. You know what? You think Obi is a a very stubborn person. If you don't know about him, I don't know about him when he was Anambra governor. I was only know he was a governor. That's all. But when I studied about this man, what I got was so firm that this man is a very stubborn person. Obi not be calm person. What people they get problem say Obi not a calm person because they eat about 10 naira on office na. Obi not be calm person. Obi not a very serious person. Do you know what it means to make $1 million? I mean, with America, we don't make $1 million for their life. People will not make 50 years for America. Please, let's calm down. It takes wisdom to make wealth. It takes wisdom to make wealth. If you don't even believe in him, believe that he make wealth. Obi have donated money as a person than APC as a government. Every week, this man donates not less than 20 million naira to people. Do you think he's a foolish person to be doing those things? Give him some credits. Just allow him to be a human being first. People trying to control him. I don't think people are doing good to him, first of all. You're not doing good to Obi. First of all, Obi or nothing. You are wasting your time. I can call you out for saying this thing. That's why I can call you people out. Because I don't know how to talk to people back. You get the point. And for my friend AY, when people are talking about, I can tell you for free. Any foolish person that need to be told what to do, first of all, he doesn't even know what he was doing in the first place. So you don't need to argue for or against. Best way they're listening to this guy. Today I start Sunday here. On Friday, on Thursday, I called AY personally on phone. I said, calm down, my guy. Look at what somebody called me to do. First, I should talk to you. I didn't mean to call you because I think I could talk to you. So this is what I want. The next day on Friday, he hosted space again. And on that Friday, that should be on Wednesday rather. And on Thursday, he hosted space again. And I was with him. And I saw the same guy. I say, you every time you say the host space, You put this guy as your co-host, and you telling me he said the guy used blackmail and he insulted me. I say no, the hearing that they talk, my phone is bad. This, that's why I left him to his fate. But what I want to like, you don't need to discuss one guy. It's just one guy. It's just one guy. The only thing we need to do is to form purpose of unity of purpose. Well, form your purpose. Nobody can tell you. People will not shift you away easily. But when you are fighting each other, Obi or nothing, I think we did this, you cannot achieve any success. That's what people want to achieve, is to put, a lot of people carry ADC as their AVI, right? They be APC supporters. They carry old ADC AVI. They carry for face. They will come to that. You go to say that they be part of you. They're not a part of you. You have to use discernment to understand that when this person is speaking, you know where he's coming from. But if you are a foolish person and you are hosting a space and somebody will come and speak on things I did not have the capacity to speak on, and you are agreeing with the person, it means that you are a fool from the first time. So please, let's not listen to people.
Oduna, your example of that person now, Ejide of Lagos, that boy called
God
Jide.
bless you. There are many of them. I don't even mention their names, right? But
No,
what
I
I'm
just
saying
want
is,
to mention
yeah,
names
I agree with
because
you. He was here. He spoke earlier. But here, company still believe in
uh-huh.
him. That's the honest truth. Company here still believe in him. Company here still believe in him. My argument is simple. Let us be the party first.
Comrade knows the guy. He
You get the
just
point.
wants
Let us
to.
be the party first. My intention is to try to bring these persons who are opinion leaders in the party to our platform. They discuss with us. We ask them questions like ordinary Nigeria with me and you be, and we'll get answer from them. In a couple of weeks, in this coming week now, one of them is coming. In 2 weeks from now, the Attorney General is coming. So we have to talk to these people and ask them questions. But what we must do is that we must have a mentality to build first. That's the mentality we must have. Use your money to build your community. All of us have where we came from. In that community where you come from, go there and build. Put one small flyer, put one small post in that place. Not they do like say this thing. Anywhere you came from, you can do so. Instead of trying to destroy what you have not even started building. We can only build. Because if Obi say is here.
Ordinary. So, what will you say to alleviate the fears of people that are paranoid, saying the process will be rigged against them?
Listen,
Yeah.
you see, I'll answer your question. You see, like I said earlier, Obi answered the question very well. And he answered it in a firm way. I'm involved. It's part of it. That's a question. That's a place of understanding. That's knowledge. And knowledge cure ignorance. Obi have told you it's part of it. If you're following Obi, you have to be member of ADC. That's one. Or support whatever ADC is doing. That's the first, because Obi support it. Two, Obi told you here on Twitter, say this is not the time for us to blackmail or pressure anybody. This is the time for us to build first. That is another language. So who are you listening to? That's the question. Because you can be listening to Barnabas, you can listen to Barabbas, but you can listen to Paul. Who are you listening to? Because whoever you are listening to is your leader. If Obi is your leader, you will listen to him. Like me, myself, now, I can say very well that this is what I heard. You cannot say, oh, I'm lying. You cannot say it. Even though say you will be wife, you cannot say that what I heard was foolish. It means that you are foolish too. Because everything I heard and every one of us heard was clear. Obi did not speak in tongue. Not that he didn't speak in Igbo language. He spoke English. And that English was very clear. Obi is not a very best way to speak like grandiose English. He spoke clear English. English that is very clear. So let us calm down and build. Let us calm down and build. That is the only way we can get things done. You see, Tinubu enjoy his glory in disunity. In disunity is what Tinubu glory in. That's before you be arguing, you will bring people into that party. They will take over that party. And that's all. That's the way they fight about. They will take over from it. Let's not, you see, you don't even need to fight anybody. It's a time to build. Let's remove our mind about anything. Let's build. I'm begging everybody. Let's build. Let's not destroy this party we are trying to build. Over the months, and I say, Obi not get party. Obi not get this one. Today, now Obi has got party. Today, Obi have got position. We are speaking on this way. Oh, they want to primary. The primary never even reach. You never even build foundation. You don't talk about it later. You have to build foundation first. That's the only way we can be able to talk about these things. I beg in the name of God, let's not make this argument anymore. Because it's not helping us as a people. It's not helping us as a people. People that are even doing this thing, many of them, they Europe or they America. But their knowledge of our Nigerian politics is completely different. They don't even know the law that govern it. They don't know the policies that govern the system. They will tell you what they don't even know. I'm begging. It's not a place of trying to negotiate anybody. People will tell you article or nothing. This thing. Let's not engage with those people. Those are APC people. Those guys are APC people. You don't need to tell me anything. I can even if you see anybody get flyer, we get flyer of ADC. I say Obi or nothing, article or nothing. I can tell you many of them. I can bring them here for them. Please, let's calm down. Let's calm down, please. Support Obi with prayers. Obi need your prayer now more than ever. You need your strength for him. You need you to believe that when he comes to Twitter and see you guys, when you see people fighting, do you think he will be happy? You'll not be happy. But when you are praying for him, Pray for him. That's what you need to do as a leader. You need to pray for Obi. I don't pray for Nigeria. I pray for Obi. I don't pray for Nigeria. I pray for Obi. Because I know that if Obi be president of Nigeria, Nigeria will make sense. I cannot pray for Tinubu. I say Nigeria will make sense. Nigeria will never make sense. So let's all pray for leaders that will make Nigeria work. Let us pray for leaders that will make this work. The time of arguing, fighting yourself will never be anything. That is what the devil wants you to do. And that's Tinubu is the devil here. I'm very clear about the devil. Today is Sunday. Tinubu is the devil here. So it's very, very clear. So if you allow the devil to take over your house, before you know, you will sleep with your wife and take everything will concern you. You will be outside. That's not our prayer. Focus on Obi. Focus on the prayer for him. Time we go, you write nonsense. Use and pray for him. I never said anybody write prayer. Type prayer. I pray for Obi today. Pray for strength for him. Pray for grace for him. Pray for wisdom. Pray for strength. This man travel around the world. If people don't pray for him, pray for him. Don't argue nonsense. Pray for him. You need wisdom. You need wisdom to pilot even this argument. Thank you so much.
No, then I don't enter prayer warrior on top this matter.
Ordinary
This is
don't
serious.
turn lawyer and spiritual at the same time. So it's
My
possible.
father and a pastor. I came from church. I live in the church. All my life, my church I
No,
go.
no, 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 no. I'm
Ordinary
not
law
talking
is
down on
good.
that.
Ordinary law is
I
good.
truly
If
appreciate that too.
if the law no work, spiritual go work. You are working with the two at the same time. You understand?
Oga, I made a very good result for university. If you say university, then they carry, I'm not going to I do for my life today. I don't lie to you. So not be now. Sometimes I think go say, this one, God, they do this. One, not be your hand. One, not be your intelligence. Now God is one. Thank you.
No, but seriously speaking, Ordinary Yoba, you've said all. Like seriously speaking, I'm a crusader of this coalition. I'm a big believer, you understand, of this coalition. And I've been begging my people, you understand. Let us tune down this Peter Obi or not, Kwankwaso or not, Tinubu or it is we are throwing spanner into the wheel of progress. What will tune down? The only two persons who get caught followership in terms of politics now. Okay, let me not put Buhari because he's gone. Peter Obi number 1 and then Kwankwaso number 2. These are the only two persons with caught followership. Tinubu no even get them. Tinubu no even get them. You might have your caught followership, but without good negotiation. Politics is all about negotiation. Politics is all about interest. If you not get this thing, the same mistake will happen 2023 will repeat itself in 2027. It's very easy. It's very easy. The goal is to kick APC and Tinubu out of government. The same process that brought in APC, we use that same process to kick them out. The journey is still far. Coalition, they are still coaliting. They never even do anything. And yet, we are all trying to pull down the house where they never even reach lintel level. The house is still at foundational level. We never even reach lintel. Come on, guys, what are we doing? There is nothing strategic about Tinubu. Tinubu knows that the North know there for him. He knows, he has seen their body language, and that is why he's trying to make his way into the South. He knows, he's not daft. All of us here know that Tinubu don't lose the North. We know. There is nothing strategic or strategic about Tinubu. He is going to lose 2027. If we have a united coalition, he is going to lose 2027. Peter Obi said he is in the picture. They are still discussing. There will be alignment and realignment. There will still be the campaign. Negotiations are still ongoing on this coalition matter. For crying out loud, which one be, if not be Erufai or nothing, the article or nothing, Peter will be or nothing. We've not gotten to that level. I'm not saying that we should censor our voices. I'm not trying to censor anybody's voices. But all I'm trying to say is, let us tune down our voices. Let us calm down and allow these people to do their work. They have representatives even on social media. They have people listening on social media and they will revert back to them and tell them, Oga, see the body language of the masses. I believe that, you understand, they will bring out the best. They will bring out the best that will kick Tinubu out. I am 100% sure. I am 100% sure. I don't like Erufai. I have tweeted against Erufai, but right about now, it is not the time to start tweeting against Erufai. It is not the time. No. If the goal is to kick Tinubu out, Erufai is welcome on board. After all, when they were forming their own coalition, they took all manner of people into their own act of political noir. They are not going to tell us who to welcome and who not to welcome. They are not going to play mind game with us. They're not going to gaslight us. We are not going to repeat the mistake of 2023 in 2027 for crying out loud. Let me tell us this thing. If you people don't know how serious 2027 is, imagine Tinubu picking his successor. He will pick his successor. He will pick it. The opportunity was given to Buhari. Buhari refused to pick. Tinubu will pick his successor. Baba Sokwe in Lagos will happen in national level if we allow Tinubu to continue beyond 2027. You people don't know what we are facing. You people don't know what we are facing. You think it's just all about 2027. No, it is about 2027 and beyond. We need to stop this vicious cycle of electing bad politicians. We need to stop it. And 2027 is sacrosanct. 2027 is important to stopping that nonsense. I was on a space a while ago, and I heard them. In fact, Papa V said, okay, somebody said the campaign they are going to use is people are dying. And Papa V now said, where the dead body? You can imagine the insensitive statement. Where the dead body? They say people they die, where the dead body? Imagine. Very insensitive statement. My brothers and my sisters, please, I beg you in the name of God. I beg you now. Moku, calm down. Moku, allow politicians do their job, especially this ADC. Let us allow them do their job. Please. We are all for the coalition. All those people saying Peter Obi or not, I am telling you, most of them are APC mode. All those saying Atiku or not, they are all APC mode. Erufai or not, they are all. Erufai never even come out to say he want contest. So Erufai has not come out to say I am contesting. But of course, we know that they must, whosoever, they all have the right to contest, but they must pass through the primaries. The four of them must pass through the primaries. Nobody knows. They might also come up with a consensus candidate. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. But we are putting the cat before the horse, which is absolutely wrong. We are putting the cat before the horse. What are we doing? When APC we are forming their own, it wasn't as crazy as this. When they were forming their own coalition, they're as crazy as this. But we just form coalition whenever even last 3 months. Look at the chaos we are having. We are opening different spaces, you understand? Talking down on potential open and potential candidates. It's not good now. It's not good, like seriously, it's not good. So I will say this, you understand. Let us just calm down and watch. Like me, I'm watching what the coalition will bring up. I'm a crusader of that coalition, but I will sit down and I'll watch. I will say it, whosoever emerges, I cast my vote. Whosoever emerges, I cast my vote. Whether not Lucifer they go bring, they should go and bring down Lucifer. I will cast my vote for the Lucifer to keep the Nibu. It's a bad. And then when I get to heaven, I ask God for forgiveness. It's crazy, man. Thank you very much. I use the mic.
Yes, thank you for that, Justice. Odogu.
Yeah,
I
we'll
beg,
be hard
please.
on a day. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, please, when is it my turn to speak?
Hello?
Yeah, can you?
Okay, good. All right. Good morning from here, people. I greet everybody. Madam Morgan, I see you. Songai, I see you. I see everybody. Onyi, I see everybody, right? So let me just quickly say this. If they like, type anything or nothing. If this coalition bring goat, we will vote for that goat. All these moves, all these ones that are going to open new accounts, pretending to be obedient, pretending to be articulate, pretending to be anything we not like, make una post. we go still vote to the coalition bring out. It no consign us. Why then they fear now? Oh, so they know say people feel come together to have opposition. Hey, yeah, APC, I never see anything yet. Now, so now I'm trying to believe El-Rufai that said he has looked at all the permutations. He hasn't seen where Tinubu can win 2027 election. And that's really true. So I woke up today and I've been like 5 a.m. this morning, and I was just taking my time to look at all the permutations and everything, scenarios and different results from different elections since 2019. In 2015, GEJ versus PMB. Look at it. GEJ won over 90% of the votes in the Southeast and the South-South. Keyword, 90%. Southeast, South-South. He won Nasarawa. He won Ekiti. He won Plateau. He won Abuja. Now, let's come to, and he still lost that election. Over 90% votes in the Southeast, South-South, then these other states that I mentioned. Let's come to PMB and BAT. PMB won over 90% of the vote. Let me use 85% in the core north of the Northwest. In the Northeast. Got some votes in Kogi. He won Kogi. He won, I think, Benue and one other state in the North Central. And he won 5 states in the Southwest. Those states he won in the Southwest, the percentage wasn't really more, probably 44, 60, 44, 50, 50, 60, just like that, right? And he won that election. What gave him that election? The number of votes he actually got in the Northwest and in the Northeast. Those numbers were crazy. So let's come to BAT. And I asked somebody this morning, do you think BAT can win 90% votes from the South-South and the Southeast? Which is a no. Never. Do you think he will win 90% votes in the Southwest? Never. It's not possible. Let's come to the North. How many states do you think can win in the North Central? I can only pick 2 that is sure for him as we speak. Kwara and Kogi. And I can tell you categorically that my own thinking, Kwara usually is the 7th state in the Northwest, of the Southwest states. So, if we now look at it from all kind of permutations, if the North, the Northwest, the Northeast, and pick up some vote in the maybe 2-3 states in the North Central, whoever that candidate is has won that election. The only difference there might be, can they get 25% in other states, like in the South-South, in the Southeast? So, for those of you shouting, Obi or nothing, Atiku or nothing, whatever or nothing, if it's a 3-horse race, it really doesn't speak well for BAT as well, because he will not get the votes in the Southeast. Can the South-South vote and the Southwest vote make him the president? No. He knows he has lost the North Central, the North entirely. So, for those of you that thinks you want us to have a coalition and at the same time want to force us to pick just one person, where you have a lot of leaders coming up together to form a coalition, it's not going to work. We've been telling you guys peace, and unity. Don't you guys think about the 615 people that died in just 1 year where we are not fighting war? Don't you guys think about a man who decided to give acres of land to his children? When will all this nonsense stop? A man came up and said he met a dying economy. The economy is almost dead. But the first thing he did was to buy a yacht and go and buy jets. But the people should do what? Be patient. But he's not ready to be patient. So we should please calm down. Do you guys want to win an election, or you just want us to come as a coalition and just make all the noise and lose again? I want to win an election. I don't care I want to win it, but I want to win that election. This man must go. That is my number one priority. And I will go for who wants to give me the numbers. It's a game. I don't know how long we will keep saying this, that politics and elections is a game of numbers. If you don't have the numbers, you cannot win, no matter who the person that is the best candidate is. Please sit down, look at the numbers. It's as easy as that. How did Bat win the election? Did not give him the vote. Did not give him the votes. It's as simple as that. Go and look at the figures. If it's a 3-horse race today, again, like it was in 2023, I don't see Bat winning that election, because the North will not give him the kind of numbers they gave him in 2023. They will not. The worst that could happen is that we'll all go for what's it called? Rerun. That is the worst that can happen, because maybe nobody can meet up the 25% in 25 states. Maybe. But he will not get the majority of the votes. It's as easy as that. And we are trying to come together to make things easier. Some people are trying to frustrate. But me, I'm not even bothered about those ones, because they're not the ones sitting up there. We are just making noise here. You're not the one that will bring out money for these politicians. Is it my father, your father, that wants to bring the money out for them to contest with? I hear making noise. What is your contribution, both financially and everything? What is your contribution? Oh, this man is old. The same old people. Where have you been? How many people can you control? How many? They're not even told us how they want to run the primaries or anything. The party just started. Everyone's trying to put things in order from ward level to national level, local government level, state level, so they can put everything in place and have that structure that can, make sure that everything is in place. But we are here shouting and fighting about, oh, it must be this person. If you want that person, it is very easy. Let's make it easy for you guys. Go and register a political party, or go and look for one. Go there and give him the ticket. Shikena, if you're an Atiku person and you think it's Atiku or nothing, go and open register one party. Give it to Atiku. If it's Obi, give it to Obi. Why do you want to destroy the coalition with your selfish interest? Go to any party now. You want Southern president, go. So where is the Southern president? He's a Southern person, is it not? Bat is there. You have other people that you can vote for that are from the South. Must it be from the coalition? If you want the North, there are other parties, there are other people that will contest from the North. Kwankwaso, I'm very sure I want to contest again. Go and vote for him now. Is there another now? Must it be the coalition? Must it be ADC that must produce that person you want? If you think you have that power, like I saw some of them came, like one that they call metaphor that he said is not correct, that claims to be a lawyer and doesn't even know that the constitution said XYZ in Nigerian constitution, and he claims to be a lawyer saying we don't need anybody, that we can do it ourselves. Go and do it. Why do you need the coalition to do it? If you can do it, go and do it. Move on. Stop distracting us. How much did you give Peter Obi to be going everywhere to go and consult? How much did you give Atiku to be flying everywhere to go and consult? And you're making noise on social media. You're making noise. If it is easy, why didn't you form your own coalition before them? Call your own friends. Maybe you have friends and people. Call them now, form your coalition now, and out of you guys, pick a Southern president or pick another president. and float the person. Did they say you cannot contest? Because people will just come online and start saying nonsense and thinking that the way they think is the way everybody should think. Okay, we want to win election, which is the number one priority in any election in this life. We want to win, and anything that it will give. Look, there is no election in the world that you will not spend money. All this we are giving shishi. We are not giving shishi. Yeah. Batiside, if you like, thumbs down. Did you win your polling unit? Did you Batiside? How many people can you bring out? You that voted for Buhari in 2015. You are here thumbsing down. Are you not part of the problem? Look at these people now. You would have not even, you don't even know anything. You are irrelevant to for what is going on. You come on social media making noise, talk here and there. Go and form your party. Give your ticket to anybody you want to give it to. We are tired of all these rhetorics. Allow us be focused, for God's sake. What's going on? Do you want, like, now I'm believing that people at party side are working for bats through the back door. Thank God Peter Obi has told you people. I've been having conversations here. We've been on this thing since the past 18 months. I started with them from the beginning. You think the man doesn't know what he's doing? If you don't trust him, then why are you supporting him? Leave the coalition. Don't put pressure on anybody. Don't give conditions. We're trying to come together. You know they listen. When I want to set the man up with question that day, ask him, we want you to be. The man tell you, say, no, don't do that. Now they calm down now. Now they give the man money to do all these things when they do. Come on. Do you think running contesting is beans? They're attacking this man's business, attacking his family. They're attacking Atiku's business, attacking his family. The same thing with El-Rufai and the rest of them. They are not hungry. They still came out and said, okay, you know what, don't matter. We will still fight for these people that are hungry. Can you fight for anybody that is hungry in your community? What have you done to your community so far? And we're still coming here to make it seem like it's not this person. I will round up very soon, Obijari, no vex. If you decide, okay, what if they give it to your own candidate that you want, and everybody, other party on the other side, all the other leaders, now you put hand for chicks, they look now. It not be who made the noise pass. Now they do bad pass. Maybe we just tell you now. But one thing I will say, please, let's focus on this coalition. Again, we will say it. Whoever they bring, whatever modalities, if it's indirect primaries, or if it's direct primaries, or if it's, sometimes when people say we want direct primaries, you know how it's being held. You want to do a direct primaries, Abi. When you see 200,000 people on one line for Kaduna, fear go catch you. When they go count, they go see they count till daybreak. Fear go catch you. Everyone else saying I want a direct primaries. And come and calculate all the figures across the nation. Well, ask Ambode what Tinubu did to him. He purposely did direct primaries. Let's see who wants to come and hide under Ambode's poster. That was what he did. And he said it's not me, it's the party that did it. That is what direct primaries does. No politics. It's not black and white. We do say these things to you people. I beg, not gonna allow us focus on this coalition. Not gonna allow us focus, organize ourselves. The main goal is Bat must leave. If you know you want to leave, or you don't, if it's not your party, if they're your candidate, they give the ticket to, and you want to leave now. Leave now. Because now we go face you at the end of the day. We they preach peace, so but if you not say you go come up, just leave now and go and support whoever you want to go and support outside. Create your own party and give the person ticket. Thank you very much. I yield the mic, Obi.
Thank you very much for that. Yes, the coalition is 100% sealed. Like Peter Obi said, he has been involved from day one, and you just need to listen and calm down to wait for his his final decision. So everybody just needs to calm down. All right, Chinonso.
No. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Good day, everybody. See, the thing is, like I keep saying, these people shouting to be or nothing to me, it's just like babies. I don't know where they're always getting that chance from. I just see them like some super emotional babies who don't understand the way politics works. How do you want someone that is in the opposition to be in a party that is supposed to have a widespread national appeal to a very large extent to win an election without passing through a primaries? I just don't know how you get that. In the history of Nigeria, I've never seen it happen, at least since 1999. Unless probably you're the incumbent president, and then they can just make only one presidential ticket for you, and then you from there you can actually run in the general election. It doesn't work for an opposition candidate contesting against an incumbent president. It's likely to happen because in the end, what you have are people. You have one side that is the incumbent and the supporters. On the other side, you have people that will always come. They will rally together because in a way they feel they have to pull resources together. They have to pull their supporters together to challenge an incumbent president in Nigeria. And all people pulling their resources, pulling their supporters, they also have vested interests. I think, and their supporters do not want to feel cheated. I think so. In the end, when those people actually contest, because they have the right to contest, it's their personal interest. Like I said, all politicians are incurable optimists. They always go into parties thinking they will win elections or there's something that will come out for them, right? And their supporters as well. That's the way it works. And now when those supporters now get into those parties, they have to, for them to continue with that party, they have to feel that they've not been cheated out from any process. And the major process in any political party is the primaries. That is where you select people that would now go to the general election to contest for election. So you cannot be in a process and then you feel that you issue threats and blackmail and other people will feel comfortable with it. Nobody's gonna feel comfortable with it. People have to have that feeling of a semblance of internal democracy in any party they find themselves. Please, can you guys hear me? Sorry, I'm having network issues. Hello. Okay, good.
You're
So
very audible. You're
people,
audible, bro. Just go ahead.
okay, good. So people have to have that confidence in that internal democracy because you have supporters that cut across various interests. And that is why when PDP did their first primaries then during the time of Obasanjo, you had the primary, they like some because the supporters, some of them will feel this gone to, but knowing the fully well that look, our own principal participated in this process and he lost out and he considered defeat, automatically they will still want to work for the party. And that was the same thing that the APC camp did in 2015, in 2014, November 2014 in Lagos, when they did their primaries, November 2014 in Lagos. That was the APC. When they brought out the likes of Buhari, brought out the likes of Atiku, Rocha Sokorosha, and some other guys like that. I think and Azai or something like that. They all came together with that compromise that logo. We are going to contest in these primaries, and whoever wins, we're going to still be in the party and want to work for the party come 2015. And that is why the likes of Atiku, they didn't have any choice. The like of they had to just stay in that party and then work for Buhari. And it is the same thing any new coalition trying to like go against the incumbent should do. Going to these 2027 elections, every supporter brings something to the table. Every interest brings something to the table. P2B has its own supporter. Yes, I'm a P2B supporter. Let me put it out there first. But Atiku also has his supporters. That has his supporters. All of them are doing their work to make sure that in the end, Tinubu must go. Because I always feel that the primary goal of this party is to ensure that Tinubu must, I keep on saying it, Tinubu must go. That is the slogan. And that's what is uniting everybody. So we are still in the early stage where people are feeling united and local. The essence of this coalition is to make sure we move this incumbent. People do not know. I don't know why people are in diaspora, or because sometimes I'm seeing most of these anger and everything coming from, even though the Nigerians are also showing the same level of rage, with this obi or nothing stuff. But I'm seeing a large chunk of diaspora. But people do not know what's happening in this country. People don't know this person they caught in the phone. It goes beyond 2031. This guy if he wins this election, he's going to put his same band of criminals, and then voter party would have set him, because 2027 would have had it, and then they will continue from there for the next 8 years or 16 years. That is the way Tinubu operates. Even if he's eating from his store based on old age, he will still want to control things. So we should always know that, look, we are facing political wickedness at high places in Nigeria. In the Bible, they'll say it's spiritual wickedness at high places. For me, I will say it's political wickedness at high places. And that political wickedness is Tinubu and his goons. So we are really dealing with principalities, we are dealing with wickedness and all this kind of stuff. And in the end, we have to find a way out of this menace that we'll find ourselves. And it all starts with ADC. I said I was watching this TVC channel the other day, that was this Tinubu channel, because to me, I watch everything because I always want to feel the pulse of the opposition. That's something I always do. I don't just listen in an echo chamber. I want to, like, even the opposition, they are talking, the APC camp, how are they feeling? What is their passion about this coalition? There is this popular journalist program on Tinubu's channel. You could see the panic mode in these hypocritical journalists. They were talking with a sense of shivers and jitters, knowing that, look, this coalition can actually remove Tinubu. And nothing they didn't say to punch holes into this coalition, because they know that, look, that's the end game. And that is the end of it for Tinubu. So that is a progress. So whatever limits that progress, we should not encourage it at this time. And what I feel is limiting this progress is when we're already putting the cart ahead of the horse. And when I mean putting the cart ahead of the horse is we're already talking about the primaries. A primary that will probably take place probably in maybe 18 months' time, whereby we are still at the early stage of building a coalition, whereby we are supposed to keep on the conversation we're supposed to be having is to get more people to key into this coalition. Keep on hammering on the economic hardship in the land, Tinubu's insensitivities, the nepotism. That's what we're supposed to be hammering, because we need more people in this coalition. And then when we get the available hands and the supporters and we'll get the energy, then leading up to the primaries, then we can start having that conversation on who is supposed to go into those primaries and who's going to win. And whoever comes out as a winner, the other people have to work. Because I'll keep on saying, look, the truth of the matter is that, look, Atiku cannot do it alone. P2B cannot do it alone. And nobody can do it alone against this Tinubu. And they know this. And they want they want a divided house. And in the end, because most times I always look at things from an exit strategy point of view or an end game point of view. Now, let me tell you what the end game is going to be with all this P2B or nothing stuff. If Tinubu should win this election based on this P2B nothing plan, maybe in the end the coalition does not work, the same Tinubu camp will come and they will laugh at us, all of us here, as they see them. They think politics is all about emotion. They think it's about shouting P2B or nothing. Is Tinubu not in power again? He's not going to do that for years. So if you actually seen the end game of or the result that will come out of this thing, then you have to trade with caution. You have to be very, very strategic in how you approach this new party. It's just starting. The principal actors in this coalition, they've been talking for months and months, and I'm sure they've actually agreed to themselves that, look, we have to come together. We have to, all our differences. We have to forgo all our differences. In the end, it's still politics. It's in a way, it's a game played by these politicians. We have to forgo our differences, unite, and the major thing what we're doing this is to make sure Tinubu does not come back to us. So, and whenever you listen to these people grant interviews, I've listened to Amish's interview, I've listened to P2B's interview is coming up 8 p.m. this evening on Channels TV, but I've listened to snippets of the interview, like the promo. You could see that he was still hammering on how the terrible governance capability of Tinubu. He kept on hammering on the state of the economy, the state of insecurity and all this kind of stuff. So we should take a cue from the way these our principal actors that we support actually going about, making this conversation still all about Tinubu and his failures, because we still need more people there. Like somebody said here, we need this election to be too big to reach. And the only way we can make this election too big to reach is we need to spread our tentacles and build a large political capital base that even Tinubu will know that local it's very, very hard. Because the whole world will clearly see to be so brilliant that local it's not going to end well for him. Sometimes politicians are not stupid. They actually see these signs. When they see that it's so overwhelming, they'll just throw in the towel. It has been done in several cases across states and even on the national level. So we need to make it too big to yes, Tinubu is not right now, it's not popular in the northwest. It's not popular in the northeast. It's not popular in probably 60% of the spaces in the north central, probably just Kwara and Kogi, and especially Kwara State. It's not more popular in the south. Forget this thing they are saying that the governors are actually moving to the south. That the governors in the south are moving to APC. When you go to the streets of any city in the south, you go to the markets, you go to the public spaces. If you take a poll out of 10 people whether they will want to support Tinubu, don't be shocked. I'm sure you will know that you will not see up to 2 people, everyone that will say that they're going to vote for APC. So they're just creating that smoke screen that look, they have the structures of politicians decapping to APC, and those are the ones that are going to give them victory. That is far from the truth. Tinubu's popularity is dwindling everywhere. During 2023 election, he has some key points. Oh, look, then whether they realized though, but they've not been proven because he was not president. That he's a talent hunter. He knows how to hunt the best talents. He has developed Lagos, but now he has been there. We've noticed that he doesn't know how to hunt any talents apart from the nepotism and bringing corrupt people to work for him. We've noticed he didn't develop anything. We've noticed that his brain doesn't work. He's never in the country. He's insensitive. So we all know these things. So in the end, his popularity is dwindling, and that's why this coalition to us is very, very important. And we're in the building stage. We're in the foundation stage of this coalition. So we should not do anything to hinder the process. Or we should still keep on making our conversation about the failures of this Tinubu's government, because this is the worst government since 1960. This Tinubu of a man, he literally took money from the pockets of businesses and private individuals and then put it in the hands of governors and politicians. And you see supporters bragging that governors have more money. And that is why we are noticing very little economic activities in the country. Because we have governors that have so much money in their pockets, and what do? They siphon into foreign accounts or they put it in their children's account, which of course we have seen with certain ministers in the FCT, grabbing land up and down. So in the end, if that's Tinubu now, who do you support to drive the economy of Nigeria? Is it the private businesses and private citizens, who of course are supposed to have disposable income to actually put back into the society, and then money will circulate and then grow the economy? That's what he's doing. To him, he believes he has to put this money in the pockets of governors, and then they should drive the economy by building all those their flyovers up and down. And of course, when they build those flyovers, they even take up to more than 70%. They push the contract amount so high, whereby we will notice that it's just a cesspool of corruption. They don't talk about the growing the human capital of their state. So that is the problem we're facing right now. So we need to keep on hammering it. We need to keep on building this part. And I'll tell you something. APC
My brother, just conclude, because we have crazy amount of requests. Yeah, I like what you are saying, but we have crazy amount of requests, so that we'll bring other people.
Okay, good. No, I support it, but sometimes it's good for other people to talk. So let me just use like a minute to just finish. So you just my chain of thoughts now have been this thing, but
I apologize, my brother. I apologize.
Yeah. Okay, so in the end, we need in essence, we need to build a strong party. And like I was saying, APC is self-imploding right now. And it's because of this ADC. There are a lot of politicians in the APC who are just because they feel that they have no place to go. You are in the party trying to build their own political capital, and then governors started coming in. I know APC have this policy of if a governor comes into the party, automatically the structure of that stake belongs to the governor. So there are some lot of disgruntled politicians who this ADC might now seem like a good option to them. So don't be surprised to be seeing some horse trading on both sides in the coming weeks. And that's what we want. We want more people. The way the Nigerian political space is structured is that you cannot have new faces and win elections regarding that. The structure is so distorted. You still need those old faces, you still need the new faces, you still need the enthusiastic voters, everybody working to ensure that, look, this government is out of power. So to me right now, I'm not yet a P2B supporter. I know when to actually campaign for him. I know when to start campaign for him and start pushing out that look, he's the best person, I think, which of course we all know that. But right now, I feel we should allow the key political actors to do what they are doing, and we as the supporters should also help them to cement this foundation and grow it to the floors and to the ceiling level. And then from there, the primaries should be the doors. Whereby we will now enter into it and we will now decide who is the person that we want to lead this house coming to moving to 2027 general election. So that is what I want to do. So please, all those people that are always pushing this P2B or nothing narrative, please, you guys to tone it down. It's not helping anybody. In a way, it's going to cause some distancing, and we don't need that. Politics is all about negotiation and horse trading. It's not about threats and blackmail. I think, and in the end, there must be a primary. Without a primary, I don't think an opposition candidate can become president against an incumbent. Is very, very difficult. So you need everybody not to feel disgruntled, but everybody have their supporters. So to me, let's do the things. Let's do things the way it's supposed to be done. We should not put the cart before the horse. So let's keep building this party and let's keep keying to the motive of this party, which is to ensure that Tinubu must go. Thank you very much. I use the mic.
All right, thank you very much for that, too. So, Apuchi.
My brother.
Apuchi, are you there? Apuchi. Okay, attitude. Attitude, are you there?
Thank you, Mr. Oni. Thank you. I just left my phone for a while. I was listening on the conversation. Good evening to every one of us again. I believe that this space has been running for a while, and I think a lot of persons have espoused their ideas, and we've come to see that it's not as though we are at variance in terms of the goal that should be achieved. It's just that we're trying to do it the smartest way so we don't rock these boats and get everything all destroyed or let down before we even start doing what we need to do. So I'll still appeal. This is an appeal for all of us to just calm down and really take these things the way it's supposed to be. If democracy is a process, if democratic activities have timelines, they have phases, they have systemic process that should lead to whatever it is. I think we should try and not be too, should I use the word lazy? Not be too lazy or laid back and wanting to just, just get it in a platter of gold, I'm speaking to obedience. I know we have a desire to see the country work, but at the same time, we need to be able to subject ourselves to processes. We saw what Trump did for his re-election in the US. That man went through a lot. He was almost even assassinated at a particular time, if that was real anyway. But we saw the energy, we saw all he put into it, the politicking that even got a Vance to be on his side, his deputy right now and all that. So in as much as we have our ideas of how it should be, we are trying to sell and market our candidate. Like the last speaker just said, let us try and build the coalition and put forward our strong foot and our strong points so that at the point of the primaries or leading to that, there will be enough energy to convince, because democracy or politicking is about convincing, it's about negotiation. We'll be able to appeal to all sides that this is the reason why we believe this should fly. A lot of sentiments are valid. The Southern sentiment valid, competence valid, and all of that. But at the same time, we must be smart about this, because I've been very disappointed, highly disappointed to see what a lot of handles have been churning out. Oh, yes, the conversation about, oh, it is PDP that started this first. PDP boys were doing this and that. But I have not seen them pushing it the way we pushed it, you know. If a few of them disgruntled members of the PDP, the ones we know have always been the way they were, even before the coalition, they always speak in a certain way that is very offensive. And they said these things. But I believe that we should have identified those persons for what they are and also marry whatever we are doing with the last space Peter Obi had on X. A question was put to him in several folds, same question. They rephrased and rephrased and rephrased. I see they were trying to set the man up, and he gave you the same answer. We are in a coalition. I'm in talks with them. I attend almost all their meetings. Don't pressure them. Don't opine or place a candidate on them. We are talking. And you can see the acceptance pool has even gained, even more than 2023. And you think it's just about the movement? No. It's about people coming to recognize and know that indeed this man has potentials. Why don't you let this thing be built in a way that at the end of the day, nobody will sit on the fence? I saw PO with El Rufai holding hands and smiling and giggling. And I was like, wow, this is beautiful. Even when I don't agree with one of the El Rufai does, from what I know, from what what I was told and what I have experienced or felt. But when it comes to politics, it's always how to get the most people to achieve your desired goal. At the end of the day, let it be that they will sit to all your strong points. Let them know the reasons why you are insisting on a particular stand, and let them be able to agree on a common ground. If it's going to go to the primaries, which is a democratic process, then let it go. If we can do it in another way, then we should also take it. But do not start imposing. If it was the PDP that started it, please let's let it die now, please. Can we just let it go? And let us move into the next phase, because the APCs are already locking. They're already looking for us to make mistakes, to eat up ourselves. People were saying, oh, Wiki cannot take a swipe at Obi. Wiki cannot say anything about it. Wiki said he took a swipe at Obi today. So these guys actually, they're not scared of you. They are not scared of, they are men of no morals. They are men who will do anything. They will play it slow. They will help you destroy the coalition. They will do everything, help you set fire. They are neither warm, they are not cold. There's nothing the APC will not do to retain power. So we have to be smart. We are the ones in the opposition. It was the LS so worried that was fighting the opposition at a time. But now we are the ones fighting ourselves, because we just did a coalition that is less than 10 days old. And these leaders, the top echelons of this coalition, likes of Alhaji Atiku, His Excellency Peter Obi, and the rest of them, El Rufai, Aregbesola, and Amici, and all that, you see that they have this commonality, they have this sense of purpose among themselves. They are not, there's no, you are not seeing any signs of fracas. Obi told you, I will come and give you feedback. If anything is going haywire, I would come and give you feedback. So are you saying Obi is a child, or I would say Obi is weak? Obi cannot actually manage a political situation? Is that what we are saying? Obi cannot manage it? That now we are not trying to help him when he told us clearly what we should do at this very point? I know the obedience are independent-minded, and that is beautiful. We are not sycophants. They do what they need to do, but at the same time, emotional intelligence is needed. This is a very technical and tactical issue. The likes that will make an African go get a foreign coach. You have to calm down, because the APC too, they have thinking boxes, be it evil ones. They know how to manipulate the process, but they also have strategic people on their own side. So let's not buy into all of this disunity and trying to disorganize ourselves. Let us please allow the coalition grow. Let us embrace it. It's actually an handshake. Let's have this handshake, APC handshake, PDP, Labour Party handshake, PDP. All Nigerians have this handshake together, and let's see how we can build commonality amongst us. Just like the intertribal marriage, where you have to go pay a dowry in another man's tribe, you have to learn about his culture and know how to present the items of the day of the marriage, whatever it is. We just want to get together first, then we can put forward our strong points. You'll be able to, at that point, you're able to win over these persons you believe or you think have a fixed mindset. You will find out at the end of the day, you'll be able to strike a chord, and they will see the need to yield and say, okay, let's work together. It's happened before. The Abiola vote, I learned it happened before. I wasn't grown then. It has happened before. The Northerners can actually support a particular cause, wherever it is, when they agree and they know. And these persons that will help us push this message are the persons we're already attacking in the coalition, calling Alhaji Atiku Abubakar a thief, someone that left government when, 1999 when. Has he been the one stealing the resources for the past 12 years that has brought us here? What was the economy? What was Nigeria like during the time of Obasanjo and Alhaji Atiku Abubakar? What was it like? What is it now? So we should not lose sight of what the goal is. Handshake. No matter how inconvenient it's not convenient, but you have to do it. That's politics. Vance will not want to work with Trump if at some point they didn't have that handshake to achieve a goal. Let us be able to calm our nerves down. PDP, calm your nerves. Labour Party, Nigerians, calm your nerves. Tribal, ethnic, whatever it is, calm your nerves, and let's be able to have this handshake. And you see, APC will continue to the mistake we are supposed to make if we can just calm down and mellow. It will be the APC that will go into extreme panic mode and make those deadly mistakes that they will never recover from. But imagine now we are setting ourselves up already. I eat for now.
Thank you very much, my brother. If you see a space that is not an agenda space, that is speaking to facts, according to one of the coalition leaders, Ogbeni Rauf Aregbesola, he say, don't insult them, just give them facts. But if you see an agenda, a space that has an agenda, you will know. You see the
type Ayo is hosting and this yes, what is that?
You understand? Thank you very much. Go ahead, Madam Green. Okay, so if you see a space that is not agenda based, people will give their submission, make their explanation, look at what attitude they have just given now. The last Obanda, I'm seeing you in the request session. One will create space and send that, you understand. But if you see the one that has agenda, you know. And a self-appointed obedient brought hardline APC people on the and filled them up on the speaker session, and they were pushing agenda, and it's an agenda space. The one Dr. Croc said that as a card-carrying member of APC, that it is OB or nothing. A card-carrying member of APC, that is Dr. So we know where APC agendists are. So, but for me, I don't care. Like I said, anybody, people, I'm very popular in this space. My hands are very clean. I don't embezzle money. I don't follow, I'm not a sycophant. I don't do anything. So anybody that wants us to go into this rough part, the person should bring the game on. I'm game on. But in the fullness of time, we are going to expose those people that are agenda and what have actually informed their motive of opening up space every 4:30 a.m., 5 o'clock a.m. in the morning to begin to push an agenda. And I see that.
Sorry. Look the jumbotron. Look at Woye. Woye one, who is part of this government, is one of their SSAs. Look at his tweets. When you see them APC people, ministers, SSAs, the top guys in the government, promoting a particular candidate of PO that did not promote a few days ago, you should know something is happening. You should know. Imagine that suddenly they became the friends and allies of the obedient and PO. The same people, opposition, telling the ADC and the coalition on the candidate for them to present. And we still think we have sense. Okay. Continue, Jerry, my brother. We there here.
I think it's Malam Batisai that is going to go next, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think he's the next person. And then we go to Idiakosa. That is based on how I brought everybody up.
Yeah, this is back to back. Malam, just speak your mind.
Thank you.
Don't hide. Say it the way
Don't
it
worry.
is. Uh-huh.
Don't worry.
entertain
Don't worry.
me.
It's not a problem.
We know
I was-
Madam Baptist
there
is
was
nice.
no-
No,
I was-
APC mode. Talk your talk.
No. Leave
Yes,
him alone.
I'm
I
an
want
APC
him.
boy.
I just want to tell him to speak his mind freely.
I will block. I started blocking people now. I started from Malam Mokri. After once the all this wahala is over, I will go and unblock you because I can't just take it any longer. I will continue. No problem. It's not as if I don't want to talk.
As
But
if
I
you
just
block
want
my
to
life.
comment.
You block account.
Yes,
You don't block my life.
You don't block your
Malam
destiny
Batisai,
now. You know, no.
It's
Ain't
true.
the video.
Don't worry. No. I'm telling you why I blocked you. It's not. Doesn't have anything to do with you. I think we are at
No, you did not block me. Oh, you did not block me. Oh, essentially, you don't block me on block. As you talk, I'm a check. You don't block me. So you better do the blocking. Oh, and don't unblock it at any time. Oh, once you block me, don't unblock it at any time.
No. You're my brother. Because if not because of this politics discussion now, there's nothing. You have not offended me in any way. I don't have anything against you, so it doesn't make sense. I just want to have some sort of mental sanity because honestly, I think we're at two different ends of the divide, of the spectrum, and that's why I'm obsessed with picking up the mic to speak every time I hear people saying or say whatever the coalition brings, we will support. And then we believe that statement is what will make you win an election against the Tinubu, right? In my own opinion, nothing can be further from the truth. As a matter of fact, let's stop deceiving ourselves. I believe that this coalition rises and falls on the presidential ticket. If the coalition people, I just hope and pray that they have an agreement in principle. And then all they are doing now, like somebody said, emotional intelligence, is not to make it too obvious, to maybe create a facade of, oh, we are also democratic and all of that. I just hope that's what they are doing now. Because otherwise, it's very straightforward. Let me go to the topic, coalition zoning particularly. So there's this thing about biases that makes you only want to see or hear what stinks with your belief, what you are thinking about, and what you hold so dearly in your mind. A lot of people have been quoting Peter Obi here, and they've been saying so many things that he said, but nobody here ever quoted when he said that in Anambra State he championed zoning. Nobody here has said that. No, that means nobody heard it. You see, my point here is that I know the politicians are smart, and that's why I'm relaxed. I know that they are going to do the right thing. And what should be the right thing? The right thing is to respect zoning. I know a lot of people have had so many things. I was on a space day. That's social too. I hope I blocked him very well. That one I'm not going to unblock him. Because apart from this discussion, he has issues. I blocked him before I unblocked him, but now I will block everything I see about him. So I was just trying to make a report out. And then he first of all muted the mic. And then he dropped me from the space. But hey, it's not the host, it's not even on this space now. I'm here speaking. Can he come and drop me here now? He cannot. So anyway, what I'm trying to say here is that the coalition must respect zoning. Whether it is right or wrong, it's not even the argument here. The bottom line is that the people who are, shaping opinions in our political space, they've made it look like a taboo for the 8-year tenure of the South to be truncated. This also destroyed PDP in 2023 The vice presidential candidate to Atiku went on a rise to say that it was a mistake. These are the politicians that we're all looking up to. El Rufai fought APC and Buhari not to make Ahmed Lawal their consensus candidate because, of course, they believe that power should move to the south. That's the incumbent, the people who were going to conduct the election. You see, this is why I honestly always disagree with who will say anything the coalition brings. If the people who had the INEC, had everything, did not allow the president then to bring anyhow candidate, just based on the fact that I know that I'm in charge, I know that I use the power of incumbency to win this election. We are here, we don't have any power, we don't have nothing, and we believe that somehow we end up with another candidate. See, due respect to Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, honestly, I think it's unfortunate that most times that he has tried to, and I believe he should have his shot, honestly. But unfortunately, most times that he has, tried to come out, the stars usually don't align for him. I'm telling you. Otherwise, 2023, maybe he could have won. But we saw what happened. We saw what that caused in PDP. Long and short of my story is that definitely I want Peter Obi, clearly. And honestly, I don't, anyway, let's see how it goes. I don't see how strong your argument will be for me to now say, okay, let another person go. Because you see, a lot of people just think that some of us are children who don't know what we are doing. We just want Peter Obi for politics' sake. No, I don't believe Peter Obi is a messiah. I don't think it's perfect. As a matter of fact, if you ask me, there are so many things that Peter Obi needs to fix. Even when he grants interviews, there are so many things I believe he needs to fix. But I know Ashwaju, I know some of these politicians, and some of the evidence I've seen about Peter Obi, there's a reason I want Peter Obi to be president. He has conquered greed. Here you compare it to all the other politicians. I'm not going to drag Atiku now because we're in the same camp. But a lot of you will probably know what I'm not saying here. So my reasoning for going for Peter Obi in 2023 has not been replaced. I will never be replaced by a fair primary by one coalition. And this is the problem. This is where the departure is. When you say let the coalition just come, let them present a beautiful primary, and then you think all of us will start falling over whatever candidate they bring, regardless of what they represent. No, sir. Yeah, so there's nothing wrong in coming to say, okay, you also want Atiku. But there's something wrong with you trying to paint that the people who are saying Obi or nothing are politically naive. That's, with due respect, that's nonsense. Let people express themselves. Let people express themselves. Express yourself. Are we, what is this, a military dictatorship? Let the people say their mind. As a matter of fact, you are better off allowing people to say their mind so that you know, because no matter what you believe, the majority will have their way, minority will have their say. If the people are saying Obi or nothing in the coalition are more than you, they will have their way, whether you like it or not. Is it not better for you to allow them to express themselves now? Rather than all this just gaslighting people, trying to paint a picture that, oh, if you say Obi or nothing, you're working for Ashwaju. Okay, if you say Atiku, I actually truly believe that your agenda is to make sure the coalition fails. That's my belief. Because this was what killed the PDP in 2023. Anyway, part of what killed the PDP. Wike shouted and shouted, yes, I don't support Wike, I don't like whatever he does. But we can obviously see whether it is right or wrong, it does not matter. Our politicians that we're looking up to, they have created that perception. And it's not just going to disappear like that, just because you have formed one coalition. I think the coalition, the idea of the coalition is a brilliant idea. I would bet my last savings that Tinubu will lose Lagos. with Aregbesola now in Lagos plus the obedient force. There's nothing Tinubu will do. He will lose Lagos. And that's one investment I want to do. If we are lucky, that at the end of this coalition, the obedient force is still together and nobody is too angry. Because honestly, when you listen to some people speak against the obedient, you'll be like, okay, don't worry, go and do your coalition. You know? So, I mean, that's what I just wanted to say. In my opinion, I think Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, with due respect, should be being a kingmaker. With due respect. Nothing, the only problem is that I have now is that it's just that timing. That's my problem. If he does not like Peter Obi, he should bring a southern candidate of his choice as well. Right? And then let's look at it. Let's have the conversations. Let's have an objective discussion about why do you want this candidate to go forward. Let's weigh the sentiment. Let's collect data. These are the things that we're supposed to be looking at, to make sure that all of our efforts, do not go in futility. So I just want to appeal once again that we should not judge people. We should collect as much data as we can collect so that we even know whether we're in the minority or in the majority. If I find out today that, okay, look, it's like majority of the people want anything the coalition brings, then I will know that I'm in the minority. I would probably just stop talking and start to listen to people when they talk. Because no matter what, you are going to have your way. Right? So that is it for me. I wish the coalition well, and I hope succeed. We all want Asuwaju out, and he knows that everybody wants him out. Even people in Asuro, most people want Asuwaju out. Nothing is working in this government. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Madam Batiside. I think Ijakosa is the next.
Yes, thank you very much. Good day, everybody. So I'll just start with this. I see a lot of gaslighting and
Ijakosa, before you continue, I beg wait. Onyi, I beg check your DM, I beg. Help me do it as fast as I beg. Go on, Ijakosa.
Okay. Thank you. So I see a lot of manipulation and gaslighting, right? So I see that there's an attempt to downplay and minimize what the base supporters of Obi wants. This idea are always trying to label it as, oh, see what the APC wants. Look at what they are tweeting. They're also saying Obi or nothing and this and that. You know what exactly you are doing. You are being a manipulative person because you know that the APC are very unpopular with the obedient. So you are trying to gaslight them. Obi or nothing, it is what most obedient wants. Obedient wants Peel to be the flag bearer of this coalition. That is not an APC thing. We've seen several polls on this app, right? Like all the polls that I've done, when the question is being asked, who do you want to lead the coalition or who do you want to be the flag bearer? Obi comes on top.
The same coalition that you were saying Obi wasn't
Can I,
involved before. The same coalition you were saying Obi wasn't
can
involved.
I speak?
Odogu, I beg, allow him speak.
Mute your mic, please. Let me speak. Thank you. So, again, please don't make me lose my train of thought. Okay, respect yourself. When you spoke, nobody interject you. We will not have the same opinion. Okay, it will never. So let's just do it in a civil manner. Thank you, because I see a lot of manipulation and gaslighting, and I'm here to just punch holes in it because you not gaslight what the citizens want. Again,
all the polls, whether you might say, oh, it's not real, it's fake, blah blah blah, but just to get the pulse of the base supporters of Obi or the obedient movement, to get their pulse, to know what their sentiment is, and to know what they want. Obedience wants PO to be the flag bearer. And also, I don't understand when saying P or nothing is some kind of a bad thing. Actually, that is our democratic right to demand and make political threats. If you don't do our bidding, there are going to be electoral consequences. It is in a democracy, that is what happens. You know what that means? Power of the people. I know that you guys are trying to condition people to be docile, which the APC have done successfully. You guys don't want people to speak, to be loud, and to be aggressive. And listen, people are going to be aggressive and push hard on what they want. This idea, which I see to be very, very dangerous, is to let's just wait. Let's just wait till they get close to the primary calendar. Let's just wait until they decide. And be neutral. Don't support whoever you want. All these are just a code word for supporting Atiku. We know this game. This is those narrative or rhetoric are just a code word for supporting Atiku. You want to law and use the obedient movement to revive Atiku ambition. And people are going to resist and push hard on that, whether you like it or not. So someone said, oh, Obi, last Sunday, when he spoke on the space, he said people should not give conditions. And people are coming to castigate, oh, why don't you follow Obi? Why don't you do what he says? I beg your pardon. Yes, Obi can say that. He has the right. That is fine. The reason why Obi is powerful, popular, or has a lot of influence, it is because of his supporters. The power lies within the supporters, not Obi. So Obi can say something. The supporters, we are not mumu, we are not slaves. We will do what we want to do. We will do what is best in our own interests, and we will advocate for what we want. So it is very normal and acceptable for Obi to say, don't give conditions, and his own supporters to give conditions. Because we have our own mind. Like, we're independent thinking human beings. And people have come out and said, if Obi decide to be VP or say, support this coalition, vast majority of the obedience, and say they will not follow him in that route. They won't. And that is okay. That is citizens expressing their power. And also, when obedience come out and say these things, it is actually a bargaining chip. Actually, it is a negotiation tactics to get what we want. So yes, we're actually happy our leader. Okay, because our leader can go meet the stakeholders and say, okay, this is what my base wants, and this is, you see how passionately they want me to lead this coalition. So actually, where Obi comes to that table, he's coming with strength because he has a whole movement who are loyal, who will do anything, sacrifice, organize, mobilize to make sure that he governed this country. because he's the most competent, credible, and popular um, um, candidate when it compares to the
You
name
are repeating
that
yourself,
is being
Ijakusa.
said.
Just round
Let me
up.
finish.
Round
I
up.
am not. I will finish. People came and repeat themselves several times. Let me finish. I know you don't like what I'm
We
saying.
have
Hold on.
over.
I've not started. I just started speaking. Can I finish?
We have over 17 requests as I'm seeing it. So you have to round up, honestly speaking. You are repeating yourself. You get? So please round up.
Again, please allow me to speak. People came here and spoke for quite some
No,
long
you are
time.
not going to tell me what.
I know when Odogu came, he spoke for a very long time. You did not tell him to stop. So you calm down. I'm not going to push your narrative. You calm down.
If you never mention
Especially
Odogu, you know go
hold
sleep
on,
well now.
hold on.
Idiot.
Especially you go out there.
Ijakusa, you are not going to do this. Honestly speaking, you are not going to do this. Do you understand? You're not going to do this. So you have to round up and don't attack my personality. You attack the message. I didn't tell you not to say what you want to say. I say round up so that we'll bring up other people. I have a lot of people on the listener session. There is no space to put them. Please, we don't have all day. So please round up.
Oh my goodness. I think that my brother, I know that you go out there to say that people who push P or nothing are paid agents from Tinubu. It is funny that someone
No. You are not paid.
no
You are not a paid agent, I know.
I've seen your tweet. You said they are Tinubu
You are
paid
not a
agents.
paid agent, Idiakosa, I know.
Okay.
I know that
Wait,
you are not
no. Okay,
I know you are not a paid agent. But what I'm saying is that you need to conclude. You are not a paid, and I agree you are not a paid agent. And I'm not.
Because I've seen your tweets. You made that
Ijakosa, if you are not going
no,
to
let me just round up.
Political
We are not fighting.
if you're not going to make your point, I'm going
Hold
to
on,
drop
calm
you.
down.
And I have no apologies for that. You know me very, very well.
Calm down. Calm down. Okay. Let me just round up since you said I should. There's no problem. Okay, let me just round up. Okay. So I like what Obedience are doing. Keep doing it. Give conditions. Make political threats, because in 2023, when I recall, when Obedience citizens marched towards the PDP headquarters and said that we want to be, and if you don't give us to be, PDP will become a dead political party. Right now, forward to the future, what we have right now, PDP is a dead political party because of the grave mistake they made by not giving the ticket to the man of the people. And I am here to predict, if the coalition does not give or does not make Obi the flag bearer, this coalition is dead on the arrival.
Go and register your own
that.
political party and give him tickets now, so
Yes.
you can win. Get the fuck up here.
You can let me finish. Hold on. Calm down. Let me hold on. Odogu.
You have 30 seconds to finish.
Yes. I think that the power of the people is supreme, and we need to start using it. If you don't learn from the mistake you made in PDP and you want to repeat the same thing in this new party, you are going to learn the hard way.
Go and form your own party now. What is this? Go and form your own party.
And yes.
Just leave the party.
Please, Ijakosa, that is the end of your. Please, we are going to bring other people up.
I was interjected now.
No.
I was interjected.
Okay, use 30 seconds and finish.
Come on now, you see.
Use 30 seconds and finish. You know, it's because of you. That is why I'm giving you all this leeway. If it's another person, I would have dropped the person. But it's because of you, Ijakosa. That is why I'm just use 30 seconds and conclude, so that we'll bring other people up.
Anybody who wants to remove Tinubu. Anybody who claim that their only mission, their only goal is to defeat Tinubu, that pathway is through Obi. And also, obedience have made compromises, and I'll tell you the compromises obedience have made so far. First, obedience did not want to join coalition. They decided, okay, we will join. They did not want to work with some certain characters. They've agreed to work with some certain characters they find questionable, right? Even at my own
No, I'm not going to allow you to push this narrative. There is no certain character that will be. Obi say he's going to work with those characters. So in that regard,
hold on now.
No. You are done. Please, we need to bring other speakers. Please, please, we need to bring other speakers. You are not going to come here and denigrate other members of the coalition. You have made your point. Obi is a popular man of the people. Excellent. We agree. Obi is the most competent candidate. Yes, I agree also. So please, Madam Ogri, you have something to say, right?
Okay, hold on. So thank you very much. Wow, what a submission. You see, Obedient went into coalition. This person that is telling you this thing is somewhere in America, taking care of his life. He did not vote in the last election. But he's here telling you what Obedient wants. But let's leave that one because we are not here to talk about character of people and their contribution to humanity. But at the same time, we'll kind of try to do it because you cannot be in a faraway place. Tell us how, maybe copy American politics and want to bring it down here. In the country where this guy is speaking from, a man they accuse of all kinds of things is still.
Madam Morgreen, don't do this now. Don't say that Idakosa is telling Obedient. Well, no, don't do this. I'm an Obedient and I'm here. Don't do this. Wanna not do this.
Let me finish with.
Wanna not do this thing.
Let me.
Wanna not do am.
Okay.
You can't come and run that narrative here. Please take it back. You can't say that Idakosa is the one telling Obedient. Don't run that narrative. Don't do it.
Okay. Okay. It's not Idakosa, but he's the one. He's here speaking, and every time he speak, he will say Obedient. He did not.
Don't say he's speaking for Obedient. That he's the one.
Okay, so he's not speaking for Obedient.
I agree with Idakosa, and it's not because it's Idakosa that told me what to do. It's because I share his ideals. I share it.
Okay. I got your message.
Please, let her wait for her turn. Let her wait for her turn to speak, please.
Let
her wait for her turn to speak. She can give her submission through, like Idakosa said. Wait for your turn. You are here. You're not
all of you that interjected.
You wait for your turn. You wait for your give your submission and we'll move on.
Guys, please. Let's maintain some decorum here. Let Malam Ogrin finish his thoughts. Omar, please just calm down a bit. Malam Ogrin, please go for it.
Thank you very much. I like what you.
I think it's a glitch. Just after some time to come up.
Yeah, I like the fact that he is not speaking for Obedient, so that makes it easy for me because I was thinking that he was thinking. Yes, I've gotten your message, Omar. Let me speak now. Let me speak. Your network is not even good. I'm struggling to hear you seriously. Are you walking on the subway? Your network is not good. Just allow me finish, please. Okay. So again, thank God she opined that he's speaking for himself and his household because that's what it should be. But I made a mistake of saying that he was speaking for obedience. But again, let's go to the conversation. We will make demands. We will make threatened demands. We will give condition. These are the words of a supposedly somebody that claimed that we are, that say that we are in a coalition. What happened to the supporters of Nasiru El-Rufai when they hear what you are about to say about him? This is the same man you are counting on to canvass for vote for you in the north. Like, I've repeatedly said this thing. Like, this is the same man in the same business. Him and Obi were holding themselves like lovebirds, working together. The both of them walked into that coalition meeting on that day. You say that Obi is your leader, but you are a free thinker. You can do what you want. You are doing the opposite of what Obi is doing. Obi is telling you that we should approach these people with a strong argument, but you approach El-Rufai by impugning on his character. This thing will not yield any result, though. Except there is any other thing. Me, I'm not ready to leave this country. Let me say it. And that's why I will fight for this country. And anybody that is telling you that APC is not, like, I saw, what was he called? Festus Kayamo, that played one dangerous card. Oh, Obi is the only person there that have this thing, that have that thing, that have that thing. This message has two meanings. He wants to trigger you to make you feel superior. While you are feeling superior, if anything goes not the way you want it, not necessarily because it was rigged or was not transparent, was not free and fair, you pull out to grant them opportunity to balkanize the vote. And people are falling for it. This is the same man that went to television and argued that Obi can Obi win election. It's the same man that is changing his stand today. And people are copying him and pasting him. Look at somebody like DMS. Everybody on the Twitter streets know him for what he stands for. He's coming out today, telling us now he's obedient. Look at the defender. He's obedient. Everybody knows Ayo. This Ijakosa here was maligned by Ayo several times, but immediately Ayo want to push his agenda. He picked him as a hardliner. This was the same person Ayo never allowed to come to their space. Him and the white bed, I recall the day they were rough handling this guy in a space. They could not allow him to speak. They treated me all kinds of way. But today, it's fine. It's their boy Friday. Afolabi was blocked by white bed for so long. Today, they are best of friends. Why? You people don't know these people more than I know them because I hang out with these people repeatedly every day. I know off and on this Twitter space their opinion. Each of these people, I have their phone number. I know what they say behind closed curtain. But today, they are telling us Obi or nothing. Southern presidency. A man that campaigned vigorously, that insulted Obedient repeatedly for years. Supporting Atiku suddenly woke up one morning and it's not that there is a chronicles of events that happened that led to that thing. In fact, as at last year, he was the one, not during campaign, not doing anything, was posting all kinds of vitriol against Obi in the person of Ayo. Go to his page. except he started cleaning them up. He will send it and he send it to my DM and said, you see the numbers, I will deal with Obi. Suddenly, what really changed? APC is working overtime to divide us. Listen, guys, ladies and gentlemen, I am not interested in anything as it stands today. While Obi still remain my candidate, my own is let there be peace and let people work towards building a political party. It is not to start making demands from the get-go. And some of these demands are undemocratic demands. You can't come out and tell somebody to hand you over their tickets in consensus so that anybody they promise anything that got agreed over the night can just go to court within 1 week or 2 weeks. And he will scuffle the whole thing that is over. We are not pushing for primaries, which is not yet even the primaries. We are getting to know these people that we are in coalition with. I understand the fact that there is this anger, bottled up anger of the things that happened in the past, but we are all adults here. We can look past them. Anybody that is giving coalition condition in this very early infantile stage, where we are supposed to be talking about how to build a party and move along, we have to December or 1 month or 2 months to talk about this thing. At least by next year, we start saying when primaries are starting, we start telling them how they will do it. But what we are doing is, and it's not just obedient to, let's not forget that too. It's not just obedient, because we have some other BDP guys that are as stupid as what I don't know how to describe it. Those that go about printing posters of article, putting other candidates under as VP. That's another thing that people should stop. If you are doing it, clean up your timeline. But we can't continue the way we are going and they expect to get anywhere. At the end of the day, we will give them condition, no problem. When you finish giving condition and they hand you over the party and the other people start giving you condition that they will not vote for you, that is their condition. What will you do? It will be a full circle where you all started before. Rigging or no rigging, Obi lost election in northern Nigeria. If the election was conducted in southern Nigeria, Obi would have been president today. But one of the leaders of northern Nigeria that I believe that can sway the people, that can help the people, is very easy for a young man who has never contested the election to sit down and rubbish his character the way he feels okay, believing that his followers will come and vote for him after he finished doing that. You are taking a play. Every man have his own merit in their own. And as much as you don't like this man, there are people that are worshiping this guy the same way you're worshiping Obi. And you must understand that and respect that. That is called emotional intelligence. It's not just you just come here, open your mouth and talk anyhow you want to talk. Let me tell you, people can bring out Obi and dismember Obi. Give me 10 minutes now, I'll tell you about Obi now. You will start crying. But it's okay for you to come and tell it to other people and you call it you are doing politics. Please, let's jettison this thing. There are times to make this thing. This is the time to build. I keep saying this thing. If you say it, after you finish saying it, you will fall on a... It look like trying to pour water inside a stone. It will not pay you. It will never pay you. The North need you, you need North. Obi need Atiku, Atiku need Obi. Atiku have not brought his own condition. But you are too quick to bring your own condition. But it's okay. If that's what you want to do, no, for well and good. But for those that will misinterpret preaching unity as siding Atiku, I will own it with my full chest and I will wear it as a ribbon and as a cloak of honor that I am preaching unity in a coalition. And I've never insulted any candidate, not that I don't have anything to say about them. But I know the reason why I will not say it, because at the end of the day, if that coalition favors Obi, let those people not have any reason, because what we are doing here is that we are handing them reason. We know how this Twitter works, that once we tweet, people screenshot and save it. People have archives of what we've said in the past. Once that time is ready, APC will be the one that will furnish you with every nonsense you said to their timeline. But don't worry yourself. Let's continue fighting. We will fight and fight and fight. At the end of the day, we will not make any headway. And at the end of the day, Tinubu will remain in power. My brother, I'm almost through. Tinubu will remain in power the way we are going. And we will come back here to say they rigged us. A new Nigeria is possible. It's only in Asorok. It is not possible in Agolo. Neither is it possible in Onitsha. Anything you're doing, shed weight to get there. But if you carry more of enmity, you might find it difficult to reach there. But we can stand here and talk about a new Nigeria, and we may not live to see the new Nigeria because we can cut some things, lower our standard, and get what we want and keep to our standard. Obi can go there if you be that you want. You are just a supporter. You trust Obi to do the right thing. If Obi can get there, if it means that you will go and kneel down and beg your fellow Nigerians, say, okay, help us vote for our guy. This guy will do this thing. Other than just coming here to blackmail them, Obi or nothing, and then you still see some other people that will be saying Atiku or nothing. Atiku have seen it. Obi have seen it. Atiku have tried it 2023. If evidence now, everybody, I don't clear. In 2023, Obi could not make it in the north. Atiku could not make it in the south. So these two puzzles, they need themselves to come together, and whoever that will come from northern Nigeria and southern Nigeria come together and unite themselves together and find a way. And they cannot be united, and we are dividing ourselves down here. If you have problem with Ima in the past, please drop it. If I have problem with you in the past, of course, I get along with practically many people. The only people I don't get along with are those treacherous people. And they are within LP, PDP, and APC. But as far as you are not treacherous, I'm good to go with you. So I don't have party boundary. Thank you very much, Oni. We will continue this conversation. We will hate ourselves. We will love ourselves later. Those that will hate this submission will hate it, but later they will come around. We will continue this conversation until people come around and realize that this is the right thing, and I will not change my messaging. So thank you.
Thank you very much, Madam Mogri. You see, they say the word is enough for a wise. I think Obando, Erin, Emmanuel, this one you are waving your hand. Is there any issue? Are you having a distress call? You know, we are considerate. We are ready to make sacrifices.
No distress. I'm waiting for my time, sir.
Okay, the next speaker is Obando. After Obando, we go to Feel Good. After Feel Good, I think we'll go to Mansour. Please, we have a lot of requests, honestly speaking. So those on the request session, it's not as if we don't want to bring you, but we are hand-tied. So after Obando, we'll go to Feel Good. After Feel Good, we'll go to Mr. Mansour Ibrahim. And we go to Erim, yeah? Erim Emmanuel, not Erim. Go to, we have Odun.
Okay, thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to speak. Malamogri, Oyin, Dr. Erinze, and every other supporter and lover of coalition that are promoting unity among the coalition members at the Hill. And even those with the past agenda, we still they watch you now. You see, the most interesting part of this thing is people are just being so very desperate, or maybe some people are just tweeting it on X to remain in Elon Musk payroll in every 2 weeks. They want that clout to just get attention. If not, to my own belief and my own experience, this is a new party that is being formed. The first thing you do is to troop your people into that party. Make sure your people have have a position in the table of discussion by mobilizing people to join the coalition party. The last time I want to register somebody from my polling unit, I discovered that we have reached 500 and something. I was 0007, 00007. I was number 7, and now we are talking about 5 something. To tell you that people are registering. then those people that are registering are definitely, maybe if they say direct or indirect, still those people will have a say in the coalition. So what am I saying in essence? You just keep talking like chasing clouds on social media when you don't even make any effort to make sure that even if they say this is how they are going to do it, you are going to bring your people, most trusted people, and say, hey, this is the reason why we want, this is what we want. People that share that ideology with you. It is too early for us to be bantering, and that is why I have said it. Those that join the coalition with an open mind are there, and those that are just together with the person they believe is, they said out to us that they are leaders, they don't believe in those people to make decisions. But then, if you don't believe with the person you call the leader to make a decision on your behalf, how are you then coming to convince me that I should believe with any decision he's going to make? This thing is very, very obvious, and it is very, very suspicious for me to even believe it. You don't believe with him, you that call him your leader, and then you want me to believe with it. And any agenda you see people are pushing, APC are pushing, and other people are pushing. I've seen some of Atiku supporters that also say that Atiku or nothing. I've even received message yesterday. Somebody said you see them attacking your principal and you are doing this. And my principal never asked me to attack any other person. And I believe even Obi did not ask them to go and attack anybody. But I have problem with people like that Baba Ahmed. It was that his interview that started triggering all these kind of tensions. I don't know, maybe he's fighting for his own political survival, because the coalition conversation have gone past Dati Baba Ahmed. The conversation currently with the people they are having conversation with across board in Nigeria, politically and even in societal influence, have gone above Dati Baba Ahmed. And then, lovers of coalition, you should look at the political awareness of Mr. Peter Obi in 2023 and the current handshake is having now that is in the coalition. Obi has gotten a handshake with a lot of prominent politicians across every geopolitical zones of Nigeria now that is in the coalition. It is another political advantage for Mr. Peter Obi. If you guys are not going to give him the moral support, or maybe you can even add with prayer, please don't truncate his efforts. I'm a supporter of Atiku Abubakar. I promote Atiku Abubakar, and I'm proud doing it. But you can hardly see me insult another person's candidate or personality. Politics, we should not lack emotional intelligence. You have your ways of diplomatically advocating, selling, and promoting your candidate. That anybody that even see you being so very diplomatic, or is giving me reasons of why I need to support so candidates. You people don't, most of you people don't listen to radio programs. When you see audience listeners called, a lot of Nigerians are calling to radio stations, appreciating, thanking the opposition leaders for coming together to form coalition. If you understand Hausa, I plead on you to listen to BBC Hausa tomorrow, 6:30, 7 to 8 a.m. You will see how people are talking about it. But then you people just put some people with their agenda, bringing out their frustration, candidate A or nothing, candidate B or nothing. Even if that candidate A goes, if you are thinking maybe you will go to the villa and have selfie, there is a lot of protocols. So don't think maybe because you are close to somebody today, you think if you promote him to that place, it is still going to be as it is. We have handshake with a lot of people. Now they are in power. even to pick the calls. They rarely have opportunity to do it. So please, in every decision we want, every conversation we want to make here, let's think about the unprivileged people, lesser privileged people, that some are looking up to us to make the rightful decisions for them. We should consider them. We should not do things because of our personal gain, because of our relationship with somebody, and we push things that will lead us back. And you see, any mistake we make here now will be worse than that of 2023, because no candidate can go back again and say, "Oh, I will go to so platform and do it." Then we'll be left with an option of state capture, and that is all. When an APC watch chairman tell you that, man, you will not become anything, that is the stamp. You will not, because they have already shared them within their circle. One thing I love about this coalition, ever since this coalition has been announced, none of northern governor have gone to media to talk nonsense as they used to talk before. You see, so there is this tension and frustration that this thing is giving them across down here. I don't know of the other places because I am not in everywhere. But even our own that doesn't used to stay at home is currently at home. Today he inaugurated World Development Project Committee. So things are changing, and they will still continue to frustrate this coalition, which we should please. All what I'm saying in essence, in conclusion, is our unity is our strength. Project your candidates. Let's not attack any other candidate's personality. Let's not make people that are going to support your candidates feel like you are threatening them. Yes, it is okay to have political threats, but do it in a very logical manner. With this, I would like to say I thank you, the host and the co-host, and everybody that spoke so far, those in support of coalition, because I'm always specific. Our unity is our strength. United we stand, and divided we will fall. We pray that this coalition doesn't fall, and we pray that this coalition heal the pains of all Nigerians in Nigeria and even in diaspora. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Obando. You see, we know what the. Oh, Songa, you want to say something? Okay. Thank you very much,
I was
Obando.
going to say, Ubando, cool down with the agenda, cool down with the agenda.
Obando is a top guy. Obando is doing registration. We have seen evidence of where Ubando went to the grassroots, registering people in ADC. We received phone call. In fact, the case of Ubando is not just that, it's just northerners, even people from the other regions. We see an Igbo man, he phoned us, we are on the space, Ubando was registering him, and we on the space were explaining to him. But you are not going to do that. What you are going to do is to come on space and begin to threaten people. You don't do anything. You just come and be threatening people and giving conditions. My brother, feel good, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you very much. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, thank you. I greet all of you. Okay, so I was enraged initially, but after Malam Morgan spoke, I think I've calmed down a bit because he said most of what I wanted to say. Now, I'll start by saying this. For those people shouting Obi or nothing or giving hardline positions about the coalition, I'll tell you one thing for free. If your candidate can win it alone, he will not do coalition. If he knows he can win it, and he has checked the numbers and see he can win it alone, he will not do coalition.